asking me, and so I had to go back into the settings and turn it off, and that aggravates me. I shouldn't have to turn something off that shouldn't be on to begin with.
Yeah, it's normal OBS for me.
Okay, so that's there.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
It might have happened because you're trying new stuff on it that it hasn't been done before. Maybe it just reset to default. I don't know.
Well,
just a guess.
Like I just launched OBS on mine, and I'm not getting any sort of trouble like that.
Don't worry about it. I fixed it. It's fine. We don't need to stress on it. But hey, why? Oh, that's gonna be a pain too. Anytime I have to move this map, it's gonna close out the chat. Let's fix that. All right. I thought I had everything nice and polished, but apparently I need to adjust some things.
It's fine. It's session 0. We have time to do these little adjustments.
Should we make a technical difficulties sort of announcement?
We do have a please stand by screen.
Yes. Can you do the please stand by so I can host?
That's please stand by is so good.
Yeah, I'll have it there in a moment. I'm just making sure the chat and stuff are visible. There we go. Because, oh boy, that's not good. All right. That one's there. That one's there. So we are live. I'm just going to put out announcements now.
Speaking of adjustments, we have forest characters up on the side from D&D Beyond.
Right. Thank you. Let me fix that too.
Oh, that's terrible. What is this token? I gave you my token.
I told you I have to fix those too. I told you those were additional placeholders, and then you started working on that while I was setting up the cameras. Oh my god, why didn't nobody listen to me?
No, but I gave you the one with the actual token.
Yes, I know. That's why I asked you for your token so that I could switch them, and I said I would switch them when I had a moment.
He did ask you to resend it.
Ah, I'm dingus. I thought I sent the thing.
Nope. You just give me a moment. I'm setting up so much stuff.
I'm sorry.
Thank you, Ren.
Thank you, Ren, owner of the ghost dog.
It's like ghost dog. All right. It's like herding cats in here.
I'm not the one doing the herding yet.
Not yet.
Also, I know I'm off screen.
An apt description.
Herding cats. You've got the cat ears, so yeah.
That face.
Switch these over.
There you are. Oh, it's a pupper dog.
Yep.
I grew up on a farm, so we've always had dogs and cats, and among other things. I think ferrets were the most fun, though.
Yay!
Did you ever use them for like getting rid of rabbits and that?
Our cats?
No, ferrets.
Oh, ferrets?
Yeah, like send them down a rabbit hole.
Nah, I've never done that before. I get nervous when they disappear, because I know they're burrowing creatures, and I get nervous when they disappear and don't come back. But I know they hunt rabbits.
My friend, that's what they were originally like when they were domesticated. It was let them go down the rabbit hole, chase out the thing.
My cousin sent me a video of a ferret like in the snow, and then it like burrowed under the snow, and then like you could see like the snow break a little bit as it was going around, but then at one point it just stopped, and then the caption is, here you get to watch my ferret give me an anxiety attack. And then like it eventually pops back up, but it's just hilarious. Because like you're watching, you're like, oh, that's cute, I see it going, and then it stops. And you're just like,
oops, that was the wrong one.
Shit.
Oh.
My ferrets have done that before. It got to the point where whenever I would go outside with them, I actually got little harnesses for them, and with like little bells on them.
Yeah. See, that's responsible.
Yeah, well, at first they like to try and wiggle out of them, so I had to make them wear it a lot so they got used to it.
Yeah, Pixie's like that.
What you call it, a straight jacket for her?
What?
Send me a token.
I did. Look at Discord.
I don't see it in Strahd.
Oh, I put it in the I put it in the wrong place. I put it in my Discord where I was doing announcements.
Oh.
Because that was the last tab that was open. Get off my ass. I didn't pay attention.
This is so mood.
Good night.
Is there any way that we can make them larger so folks at home can see what the tokens look like when it comes up?
They'll be zoomed in when we're actually using a map. But
oh, okay.
This is just where they can be so Art can have them.
That's me.
I don't need to shrink her down. It's fine. Mosaic can stay there. That's me. There used to be a way to just swap the image out, and I can't remember what it was. So I didn't have to read.
If you right click on when you go into the characters, like you open up the character tab and hit edit as the DM or the person.
No, I mean the actual token that has all the information on it. There used to be a way to flip that image.
If you right click in advanced settings.
Nope.
No?
Nope. Hold on. What about this advanced group? No, that doesn't do anything. Because there used to be a way to do it if you wanted to make like a lycanthrope, so that you could flip it when they shift into the other form. I'll just do it by hand. It's going to take too long to figure this out.
Hold on.
Let me see.
Snap to grid, undo movement, waypoints, rotation, scale, advanced features, grouping, ungrouping. It doesn't say on the Roll20. Wait. Yeah, it doesn't say on there. Change token image.
Do 60 as site.
New character sheet, hit the edit button, the token you want to use, which has been set up in this thing. So the ones that you're using are linked to our character sheets, right?
Yes.
So it should just be.
It's not. Like, it's something directly for the token. It doesn't have to do with the. Also, I don't know why I asked for yours. I don't need to change yours. You're using the same art.
But the token background's different.
Oh, you want? Yeah, that's fair.
It's not that.
No, that's valid. We'll use your good token background. AC, HP, Roll20. Why you lag like this?
Navina's the one who likes that shade of purple. Maz, not so much. It doesn't really go with him.
It's not supposed to go with you. It's supposed to go with Barovia. Strahd doesn't care what your tastes are. He just cares how you taste.
That's fair.
So there's that.
Oh, apparently you need to have the pro feature.
I do have the pro feature.
Oh, well.
I pay good money for the fancy features. I still don't know how it works. That's mood.
I have pro. Okay, well, I'm trying. Okay.
I'm almost done. It's not a big deal right now.
Yeah, I don't know.
A giant mosaic. A cast in large.
Too big. Elves are not meant to be that big. Maybe their egos are that big, but
No, Moz is a humble man.
Alright, so that's all visible. This one got flipped over. Did it get flipped over? Dogs!
Ghost dog.
sorry about.
It's okay. Just pointing out there's dogs.
My grandma's not home right now. She's a little tense.
Mm.
Ghost dog.
Where's my mom?
Ma'am.
Out watching a football game.
Okay. That can go there.
Okay, you sitting on the floor?
Yeah, I don't have a chair.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to, in order to be in the camera, I have to sit on my knees.
Oh wow, that's.
I hope that's
not
not
fun.
too uncomfortable for the time we're playing.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
Get a beanbag chair.
You're a
I
college
think we
student,
have
it's
some-
valid.
Yeah. And I could go check in my dad's room and see if he has some little ottoman thing.
You got
Speaking of,
a
hold on.
moment.
Yes?
So I don't know if this will help or not, but somebody has a script that they have for changing tokens.
I'll take a look at it, but I am done now,
Yeah.
so it's not
Yeah.
super important. All right, that's there. I will blow these up just a little bit so that they can be more visible. But where they are right now, it's not super important. Let's take the grid off because we don't need that on this one. Move these nerds over.
She stopped.
Okay. Rejoin as player on my end. Oh wait, I don't have any more GM control on this side for the game arc, at least for this session. So
Don't forget your hit points.
everybody's hit points should be visible. Ah,
No,
shit!
yours
I
aren't.
did set mine. Fuck, Arc. Arc, go into mine and set it for me. It's visible on mine, so I have no idea if it didn't come up.
And the last thing would be the D&D Beyond.
Yeah, I gotta get to that still.
I imagine wearing helmets is something of a problem for Dragonborn. They have to all get them custom made.
I imagine they don't wear them at all.
Well, I mean,
Oh, the tokens moved.
You're a blue Dragonborn, so like you've got a giant horn on your head.
Mm-hmm.
Do you need a helmet?
Nope.
No.
Stay.
Helmets are overrated.
Stay. 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 Thank you. I love you.
Aw.
I'm glad no one can hear this.
Everyone can hear that.
Oh, they can. Oh, great. They get to.
Everyone can hear
enjoy
it.
our insanity.
I've returned with a chair.
You have returned
Hi.
with the chair.
More comfortable?
Yeah.
Alrighty, that overlay should be over now
That
too.
work?
Yes, but the number's not showing.
The what?
The number.
Oh. Let me see how I fix that.
I'm gonna be right back. I need some more
Hold on.
drink.
I can rejoin as GM and fix it.
Oh, text overlay visible to everyone.
Yep, that's the one.
There we go.
All right. So.
I'm so squishy.
You're
You have
very
18
squishy.
hit points.
I calculated my hit points right, didn't I? I took the average on all of them for the 3rd level. So
What's your...
a D8.
No, what's your econ?
+2 modifier.
So at 1st level, you'd have 10.
+7
16.
+7.
Yeah, 7 + 7. So 17, you should be at 24.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll fix it then.
I just put what was in
I
D&D Beyond.
miscalculated.
You miscalculated.
Yes, only
Dear
just.
gods.
By 2 whole hit points, I did a miscalculation.
You should
In
die.
this adventure, that could be the difference between life and death. I'll be honest.
Yeah, it's real important that me, the healer, also not die.
I mean, you're the one who definitely shouldn't die. But I mean, if you die, it means I wasn't doing.
Zoom.
If you die, it means I wasn't doing my job.
Slow turns to face camera.
Yes. I told you I was gonna have a cosplay ready. Were you not prepared?
Jesus!
I was not.
You were not prepared.
Is this why you picked the blue Dragonborn?
No, I found this afterwards.
Oh.
Where?
Where?
I ordered it off Amazon. They actually have a good variety of colors, even the metallics. Mm-hmm.
Huh.
I got this out here in one day. I was so happy that I found it. I was like,
Nice.
yes, I need to make this a thing. All right,
Curious,
now
how
I'm
much
gonna
did that
get
cost
the.
you?
What's that?
How much did that cost?
$10.
Is it like
Okay, not
good
that bad.
quality?
It is
What's it made of?
It's a surprisingly good like rubber, and it's got a nice nylon elastic support.
Okay.
And it fits pretty well. It's a little heavy right on the nose, but
That does make sense though.
yeah, it's not awful. I like it for how much I paid. It's comfy.
For $10, it's not bad. It's
No,
a good quality.
it
Can
is.
Can you like zoom in a bit on like the face?
I wish I could wear
Enhance. Oh, yeah. No, that's really good.
Yeah,
that is pretty nice.
Yeah, but you can see up its nose too. I hope that's not a problem.
You making fun of me?
Just a smidge.
The fighter has to make fun of the cleric for roguing around.
Yeah. I mean, you can make fun of my little blue dragon horn right there.
No, it's
Little horn.
I mean, I'd make a comment, but you're already horny enough for her.
That's not true, is it, Shae?
That's always true.
It's always true. Anywho, all right. So, Curse of Strahd.
Ark, you know me. You know how bad the puns are gonna get.
Yeah, but I can hide it better when I'm not on video.
Now I can call you out on this bullshit. It could be so much worse. It could be what I used to do to my little brother. I can see you smile.
My brother would do that to me when I was little.
Oh, I do it because my brother never smiled. He'd have those like little tiny smiles. So when I did that, he just like broke out into a big grin.
It's a very effective
The only way I'd get him to smile. He had this like, no, I must be stoic, even at like 7 fucking years old. It's like, no, you're a small bean. Laugh.
Laughter is not allowed in 7th grade.
No, not 7 years old.
No,
Not 7th grade.
years.
Laughter is not allowed.
Second grade. But yeah, I'm gonna get more to drink. I'll be right back.
Sure, we got a moment. Any bookkeeping that we need to address while we're getting situated?
I do need a marching order, and this is the marching order I will assume you're in, unless it is said otherwise.
Okay. Also, have you guys looked over on the stream? What do you think of the nameplates and stuff? I just kind of.
I have to go to the stream.
Looks good. That artwork is really good.
It is.
I'm happy
Yes,
with it.
I do need to make that announcement as well. Thank you to Lucky Black Cat 13 at ChemiCon on Twitch for letting us use that amazing Strahd artwork that we currently have for this side of the screen. They were very nice and generous in letting us have it. The nameplates look good. Thank you, Ditto. Also, thank you for stopping by. I hope you like the show and the mask. Everybody likes the mask, right?
It's good. I like it.
Yeah, I was like, there's no way I could do something with like paint and stuff, and I was like, I gotta find something. I know what I can do. And of course, Shae got to see it first, but we're not going to talk about that.
No wonder she didn't have as much of a reaction.
Oh yeah, because she got a fun one.
So yes, marching order.
I would be first, of course.
Middle.
Naturally. There's 4 of you. There's no middle.
A cleric in the back, keep the fighter healed and hardy. A warlock in the middle.
My food.
So
got
seek
cold.
an
It's in
Eldritch
heaven.
blast.
What?
I can be second.
He was singing "Don't Split the Party."
He was
Oh.
asking for the marching order.
So right now we have the fighter in first, the warlock in second.
I'll be third. Unless
Clerics at the back, keep those fighters hale and hardy.
There you go.
All right. So first is Aldrugos. Is that how you pronounce it?
Aldrugos, yes. That is how my name is said.
All right. And then
I feel like you're channeling the one guy from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Drax.
Or like, yeah.
I am
or like-
Groot.
no, not Groot.
I am Aldrugos. No,
Nothing goes over my head. I would catch it.
I am too quick. No, hold on. I don't have anything
You
to eat,
reminded
but it would
me-
just be... I have mastered the art of stealth.
Jesus.
Nearly invisible.
Clank, clank, clank.
You reminded me of the EA Sports guy.
It's in the
Sports guy.
game. Sorry, I
Yeah,
don't know.
EA Sports.
Hey, it's in the game.
Ha Smart.
Maybe I
Smirks.
don't remember. I never played sports games.
Sports ball.
I have 2 brothers.
Yes, sports ball, exactly.
They played all the time.
All right. Well, hey.
So
All right,
besides
Dungeon
marching
Master.
order, just quick PSA, this game does get dark, this module specifically.
Yes.
So expect some less than pleasant things to happen.
We play Vampire on Tuesdays.
Yes, but
Yeah.
this is D&D, so it needs a PSA.
Okay.
D&D PSA.
PSA.
You know what you're doing
we play World of Darkness. That should tell you everything you need to know about what's going to happen in this game.
Mm.
Don't associate with us in real life if you aren't prepared for that.
I drank a person.
Or just remember that we are playing.
I was hit by
we
a
are playing
car.
characters on a game, and in no way do they reflect anyone in real life.
No.
That's true.
It's debatable. I'm joking.
You said you basically made yourself as a vampire.
And he's more crazy though.
Yeah. Well, every time you make a character, they tend to have like some aspect of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
That's just how making characters are.
Yeah. Like Navina has some good qualities and some bad qualities of mine, and they're all exaggerated.
Yeah, that's me too. With Finn.
Well, I think we are more than prepared, Ark.
Yes.
All right. So we'll delve into Curse of Strahd. The 4 of you find yourself sitting at an old tavern. The hearth is blazing. There's food and drinks being served. It's a cold, foggy night outside. The wind blowing hard against the town. And I'd just like to go around and have each of you describe your characters. We'll start with Aldrugos.
Hello, I am called Aldrugos. I blew Dragonborn. It does not come from whatever these lands are. Mybi, where are we again? Oh, right.
The Sword Coast.
The Sword Coast, yes. Thank you, anonymous voice that was the Warlock's patron. Aldrugos is best described as a chunky boy. That's what the halflings are calling it now? I think that's correct.
Speaking about yourself in the third person?
No. But somebody told me to describe myself, so I was doing my best.
Ah.
I am a strong fighter. I will keep my party protected. I am large, in charge, and I will put down anyone who resists. That's all. Next.
Well, hey, I'm Mybi. As you can see, I have curly brown hair, and it's sort of the thing that everyone first notices about me. It's very crazy, but I don't really care. I have a friend, which is what makes me a warlock, quote, friend. Yeah, I do some magic and stuff, so that's fun. That's really about it that I know of. I'm not good at describing myself. I don't really pay too much attention to my appearance, so I like focusing on other people. So we can move on.
Mosaic.
Yeah, I just noticed what Rin put down for my my Twitter handle.
Did I mess yours up?
It says SpoiledChestnut.
Oh, hang on. I can actually fix that really quick.
Yeah, I'm at SpoiledChestnut. It is me. But no, my character, I'm going to be playing Mosaic Latice. He goes by Moz. He's a wood elf who's been given a task by the goddess Eldath to help out some people that he's only just gotten to know. He walks with a quarterstaff, and one of his legs is actually wooden. He's missing a leg. But he gets around okay. It just means he can't wear super heavy armor. So even though he's a life cleric, he's a bit squishy. But he loves to help people, and before he became a cleric, he was a glassblower at a trading outpost. And one day he went to go collect silt to turn into glass, had a meeting with his goddess, and that sort of set the ball rolling. Since he found the quote-unquote destined people, or at least who he assumes are the right people. And yeah, there hasn't much heard from his goddess since then. But things seem to be working out all right, and that's all that matters. He's just here to be, supportive. He doesn't do the whole smashy, fighty thing. That's for the Dragonborn. He does a good job at that. I've taken basically a stance of pacifism. I do not engage in combat. That's me.
Tanahalavi.
Hello, I am Tanahalavi, a high elf and tinker by trade, inventor, an artillerist specifically. There's not too much to be said other than I like to go out exploring and gathering raw materials for my work.
Well, after hearing everyone else speak, I forgot a lot. It's all right, though. I'm a gnome.
Yes.
You are indeed a gnome.
Yes.
Yeah.
You are not a halfling. This is true.
I am little.
White.
I can trip you. I can run under your legs and go, wah!
That's quite true, but I myself am quite dexterous as well.
Yeah, I myself is quite dexterous as well.
Guys, let's not fight. It's not worth it.
We're just playing, right?
I do find it amusing.
Was it amusing in the last town when she did trip somebody up for, as I quote, shits and giggles? I'm just saying.
I mean, he did shit and I did giggle, so.
I find the defecation of their bowels also amusing.
Phone.
So we're on the Sword Coast.
Yes, we
and
are.
As we sit here, currently I do have a firearm out, quite messing with it, unloaded of course. I am going to infuse it, just so it's prepared.
Here in public? Good God. Sorry.
Yes, here in public.
Right
oh,
here.
I guess it is good to know.
Right here in public.
I'm quite proud of my work. I don't mind if other people stare in amazement.
Of course, I don't know what I was thinking. Except somebody slamming a door at this tavern.
I do have a javelin, however you say it.
Javelin?
Yeah, javelin, and I don't know where it is. I've been trying to figure this out the whole time, so I just assume it's like next to her and leaning up against the table, and it's like in her elbow, if that, like, she has her arm around it so that like people can't take it.
Are you sure you didn't leave it tangled up in that person's legs that you tripped?
That was in the
That would
last
hurt a lot.
town. I hope not.
As you all are talking, the tavern door swings open and a hush ends up falling over the room. A figure is framed by lamplit fog, and he immediately strides through the doorway. Heavy footfalls and the jingle of coin fill the silence. He's wearing brightly colored clothes that are draped around his body, damp with the rain. And his hat hangs off to the side, sending a shadow over his eyes.
Well, who's
The
that
man
mysterious guy?
walks straight up to your table and stands in a wide, proud stance. And in a thickly accented voice, he immediately says, "I have been sent to you to deliver this message. If you be creatures of honor, you shall come to my master's aid at first light. It is not advisable to travel the Sphalic woods at night." He pulls from his tunic a sealed letter addressed to all of you in a beautiful flowing script. He drops the letter on the table. "Take the west road from here, some 5 hours march down the Sphalic woods. There you will find my master in Barovia."
Barovia.
As the patronage of the tavern stare at this gypsy, he strides over to the barkeep and he shouts, "Fill glasses, one and all." Their throats are obviously parched, and he drops a purse heavy with gold on the bar. And with that, he turns and leaves.
So I'm so used to playing vampires that I completely forgot daytime was a thing. It was like my first light, and I was like, what is that?
Oh, good times, good times.
I'll scoop up the letter and read it.
As you do that, the babble of voices resume in the tavern, though they are noticeably subdued.
Have any of you heard of a place called Barovia?
Have I heard of a place called Barovia?
I'm not familiar with the name of this place.
No,
I'm not either. But I want to go get my drink, so I'll be back. It's free.
There are free drinks.
Yeah, he put his coins on the table.
Yeah, the man paid for it.
Good. Bring back enough for everyone.
Yes. Honey mead, please.
Alrighty.
I'll take a root beer.
How about you, blue guy?
I've never had beer made of roots. Is it any good?
It's very fizzy. If you put ice cream in it, it's quite good.
Sounds like an elven drink. Busy and frivolous.
The wood elf turns to look at you, very confused.
I stand by what I said. Mybi, I trust your judgment. Something fruity and with an umbrella.
Cool. She'll stroll on up to the bar. Probably have to like stand on her tippy toes so she can look at her and wave. Whoever's behind the bar.
Yes, the bartender will look down. All right.
Gosh, I need to remember what they said.
I imagine you come back with completely different drinks.
Yes. It was not my shoe.
Was it in there?
No. Did the dog have it?
Hey, we don't know where he got it.
Shoe.
There's a mysterious random shoe that my dog had for some reason.
Oh.
Ghost dog.
Ghost dog.
Doesn't belong to any of us.
Ghost shoe.
Shoe.
What do you call it? No, I know I remember a fruity drink with an umbrella, root beer, something honey tea.
Honey mead.
Honey mead. And then...
I mean, I would drink honey tea and not complain.
That's true.
It's fine.
Yeah, she'll probably say honey tea.
This is not the hard alcohol. I actually asked for the hardest liquor there was.
And then... Shoot, I actually have to think about what I want now. I'll also have a fruity drink with an umbrella. I trust his judgment.
What is the fruity drink with an umbrella, DM?
I certainly hope it's something like rum punch.
Who knows?
My carriage outside.
The bartender goes off to make your drinks, and you are left with the letter.
Well,
I will read the letter once our friend returns.
Yes.
Is there she's gonna like wave again and be like, "Is there any way you can bring it to our table? I have small hands."
Got these little hands.
That's part of their job, dear.
Yeah, the bartender gives a nod.
Right, then she'll scurry on back over to the table and say, "She is bringing them over."
Now let's see what this says, and I'll open the letter and read it. Hail to thee of might and valor. I, lowly servant of Barovia, send honor to thee. We plead for thy so desperately needed assistance. For the love of my life, Irina Koliana has been afflicted by an evil so deadly that even the good people of our village cannot protect her. She languishes from her wound, and I have her saved from this menace. And I would have her saved from this menace. There is much wealth in this community. I offer that might be had to thee and thy fellows if thou shalt but answer my desperate plea. Come quickly, for her time is at hand, and all that I have shall be thine. Kolyan Indirovich. Burgomaster.
What do you go all Shakespeare on us?
Why is he talking? Why is he writing so strangely? I thought Barovians spoke common. Do Barovians speak common?
I've never been to Barovia.
I haven't either.
This is a strange land for them to be speaking with thys and thines.
Oh,
May
It's-
I make a
it's not
history?
some.
Go on.
Sorry, I was going to say. I was going to say, it's not something that us elves are terribly unfamiliar with. You should hear some of the older ones talk.
You should hear my people talk. No one ever knows what we're saying.
But if they're suffering from a disease, I can take care of that. It's within my wheelhouse.
Yes, you are an apt healer.
He gets
Afflicted
a gentle
an-
bow of his head.
May I make a history check on Barovia?
What are you
Afflicted
trying to
by
find
an
out?
evil.
Like, have I heard about it? Where it might be?
Also, is there
Any
something
general
wrong with my
information?
health that the two of you have nearly as much health as I do as a fighter? What is going
What's
on?
your
in this-
constitution?
Should be good. No, it's a 1.
That's
That's
why.
why.
That's why. I didn't roll that good.
That's okay. Mine's a 0.
You're an elf. It's fine. I'm a big chunky boy. I should have health. Yeah, the 18 was the only good roll I had. That's right. Okay. Sorry, I just noticed that both of you were 1 away from mine. I was like, oh no.
Yeah, I think it's my second best.
Well, gnomes get a bonus to it, so that's why.
Yeah.
I realized immediately.
Yes, you can make a history check.
Okay, but about
14.
that like healing thing, afflicted by an evil doesn't always. I don't think that means like a disease though.
Perhaps it is. But whether it's a disease or an evil that can be dealt with, we should help. It is the right thing to do.
Yeah, I agree.
With a 14, you know that a burgomaster is a very old form of saying someone's a mayor or the leader of a town. But you have never heard of Barovia.
Well, a burgomaster is a very old terminology for a mayor.
That explains these and thys and thines.
Why not just call him a mayor?
Unsure, and I've never heard of Barovia, and I have no idea how to get there.
They said to follow a road.
I would be cautious.
Do we have any reason to doubt this man?
I mean,
Other than a
everyone got
gypsy.
quiet. I think I'm gonna turn, and if there's someone sitting behind me, I'm gonna tap their shoulder and say, excuse me."
Yes.
Did everyone just get quiet when the guy walked in because it was someone that hasn't walked in before? Or is there some sort of, like, I don't know, reputation?
When a stranger walks in, people turn to look.
He was dressed quite extravagantly.
He seemed to have
All
a
right.
lot of money. He did just drop a bunch of coin on the bar.
Speaking of, have our drinks come yet?
He appears to be a gypsy, perhaps.
It did say Burgermeister, or Burgermaster. That's some sort of title, isn't it?
A mayor.
Yes, it is.
Not sure why they didn't just say mayor.
They seem to be a little old school, not caught up with the times.
Not hip with all the halfling lingo. I see.
Yeah, like you. Just more.
Hmm. As chat says, he's just a guy who's really into cooking burgers.
That's what I was gonna say, but I was like, huh.
No, for us, that's the grill master.
Grillmeister.
What's their worst enemy? Their rival, the next town over.
Burgermeister Meisterburger?
Burgermeister
Yeah.
Burger.
Well, where should we start off with all this? Do we just go tomorrow?
We should go as soon as possible.
They said not to go out at night.
It could be when this evil, deadly evil, comes about.
Still, I would take what he says with a grain of salt.
The Sword Coast isn't that bad. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's dangerous, but it's not terrible. Especially with all of us together.
Have you seen the roads to Baldur's Gate? Trying to reach Candlekeep, there are gnolls and ankegs everywhere. And gibbering mouthers. So many gibbering mouthers.
Well, that's why we have your blade and my staff and her gun and her spells.
I should clarify that my hammer is not bladed. He hefts up a very large-looking warhammer.
Apologies.
I understand that it could be confusing for one who does not wield a weapon.
No, I just didn't out of character.
I know. I'm trying to play it off in character. It's fine. I understand that you as a pacifist have never held a weapon in your life, but this does the smashy.
I put my hand on the Dragonborn shoulder and go, "You realize I learned my craft from dwarves, yes?"
Ah, then you would appreciate the fine arts of the way this weapon works. As they do.
I can appreciate the craftsmanship behind it.
Very well.
What you do with it, perhaps not so much.
Protecting those I care about is an art in of itself.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Have we gotten our drinks yet? If so, I'm gonna down mine.
Yes, you all get your respective drinks.
Did you get me tea or did you get me mead?
It was tea.
Tea.
I don't complain, I just drink it.
Would you like to try the beer of roots?
I am still unsure
certainly.
about this, but perhaps just a taste.
I'll lean over and
I'll let it be passed around.
I'll try some of it, and then
everyone
immediately start hiccuping because it's
so much carbonation.
It's like, I wasn't expecting this. I'm so the bubbles, they went up my nose. The bubbles.
Tipsy already.
The bubbles. Here, and just pass it to the gnome. Oh, you didn't tell me it was an elixir of some sort. No.
You can make a music with your hiccups.
I'm
not a bard. I can't do that.
GM, I would like to have the recipe for root beer so I can make it with my alchemy supplies.
There'd probably be a check of some sort, yes?
Krista said elixir, and now I want that to be a thing.
Oh God!
Yeah.
Your elixir. There you go.
Nectar of the gods.
I mean, you can always try and make it at some point.
I will do that.
Now.
Are you doing it right now?
You know what? Yes, I'm going to try it.
All right, so you pull out your alchemy supplies. Roll a check using wisdom.
Oh, wisdom, not intelligence.
No, you aren't. You don't have a recipe right now.
Oh.
12.
May I try it as well?
I passed it to the gnome.
Yeah, I took a sip and then I was like, that's good. Then hand it over.
And there's very much that like awkward head tilt back because Dragonborns don't have lips, so it's like an awkward pour, and then it's a
Especially blue Dragonborn with the lower jaw that's so much farther out than the upper jaw.
Mm-hmm.
Can I reach up and tip it a little more?
Yep. And it just
as a surprise.
Just chugs it. It just gulps. This reminds me of sarsaparilla.
I'll get you another one. Then she'd leave. Because he just drank all of yours.
That's all right.
Was quite good, though.
You managed to get the fizziness right, at least. You're not quite sure about the flavor.
You see Moz just hold up a hand and shake his head like he's not gonna taste it. He doesn't want to.
I imagine like half the table's covered in alchemy supplies.
Oh yeah, you have taken probably 3/4 of the table just for yourself.
Yeah.
Everyone else is squished into one corner.
It's fine, so long as I can set down my tea. No, don't. That's my tea. That's not an ingredient. That's my tea. I pick up my tea.
And the night goes on like this. Eventually you all head to bed, whether you're sleeping or trancing. And you wake up in the morning as the light of dawn enters into your rooms.
I will go and knock on the door to the gnome and the Dragonborn, whose names I will eventually learn. But I know them in character, but yeah. So I'll knock on both of their doors early in the morning to wake them up because they don't trance. You can trance if you want to. You can leave your friends behind.
That's just a song that Maz mumbles under his breath.
No.
Yeah, it's just like waiting for them to answer the door to open it up. Just you can trance if you want to.
It's an old elven song. Sorry. It's morning.
I think Mybi would come to the door and have just woken up, like just strolled out of bed, and her hair is just crazy and all over the place. And she just opens the door and yawns and says, "Morning."
Good morning. I finally stopped hiccuping sometime around 2 a.m.
That must have been annoying.
Very, very much, my friend. Very, very much. Do you have all your things together? Are you ready to go?
She'd turn and look back in the room, and just everything scattered all over the place.
I'll come back. I'll come back later. You start cleaning up. It's gonna be okay. Don't worry about it. And he'll turn and knock on Aldrugos' door.
Aldrugos.
Is it a hard O or is it a soft O?
Aldrugos.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm using literally the Blue Dragonflight naming convention, Aldrugos. It's
so
like
Aldra
Malik.
Goes to the door?
Yep, Aldra goes to the door. I love it. Oh, that's so good. Yes. Oh, you are on point today. Why are you not a bard? Like, I want to see the vicious.
I always play a fucking bard.
I want to see the vicious mockery.
But I always play a no. But
that would have been great.
Mm-hmm.
I always play a bard. I always play a bard. So I wanted to try something, else. But the puns.
Try something else as an existing character. Yeah.
The puns. All
I can.
Yes.
Aldrugos answers the door. They much like Mybi, looks like they were just waking up, but they're just in pants or trousers, I suppose. Good morning. Does the day find you well?
You're a dragon person, so you could be naked and it'd probably be fine, yeah?
Do we want to go into the logistics of that right now? He probably wears pants just to be sensible.
I was thinking like lizard folk rules.
Very probable, but unlike lizard folk, Dragonborn are civilized. He probably wears pants.
No, I obviously he would wear them for modesty, but
from behind the door you hear, "Would you like to come in and find out?"
Oh, no, I wasn't asking you. I specifically said out of character.
No, but yeah, no, yes, being draconic, it probably doesn't wangle or dangle.
Speaking of wangle or dangle, somebody in chat is asking, do you has tail? Like, literal tail.
Dragonborn don't have tails,
They don't.
Depends on what you want.
Yeah, no, I...
You subscribe to the real rules of Dragonborn?
Yeah.
Not your fake tail rules.
Listen.
It's not so much that I'm flustered, Rez. It's more that this might have been a logistics question that was talked about off screen, and I don't really want to talk about it on screen. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
I didn't realize this was talked about off screen.
Yeah, no. I mean, hey, if Mosaic wants to find out, he can.
No, not currently. No.
Yes, but not always.
The first ship.
Aldrugos is a tailless Dragonborn. Well, I don't feel that it is like the rules of Dragonborn. I just always see them without it because that's more of a lizard folk thing. But I prescribe to Dragonborn don't have tails. They very much are just scaled and dragon head. But yeah, so yeah, he wears breeches when he opens the door. And you know, he's all scarred up from the waist up and stuff, and he just says, "Good morning. I hope the day finds you well."
It does. How are you today? Given this is medieval fantasy, trying not to look at half-naked person, just like calmly looking out a window, anywhere but here.
I am well. I have meditated. My weapons are ready. And if we are preparing to leave, I can let Anna know we shall be leaving soon.
There's a confused look. She's with you?
Like, parts the door a little bit more, gestures inside.
I wave.
I'm not even gonna ask what clothes you're wearing. He just closes his eyes at that point.
Currently wearing 2 solid sensor bars.
Got it.
There's a convenient mist in the way.
Like the anime I've heard so much about.
That's
a new spell. Yeah. No, just he's got his eyes closed for propriety's sake, for half-naked Dragonborn, fully naked elf in the background. Good morning! Our Mybi's getting ready.
We'll be preparing to leave.
Yeah. Okay. But bye. And he just walks away with a step, thunk.
Without missing a beat, we will join you for breakfast shortly.
You see him waving, not turning around.
Aldrugos closes the door. It's like he's never seen one of his kind naked before.
Not a lady.
Mybi would like poke her head out and be like, "Have you seen my shoe?"
There was a dog that was barking sometime in the night, but I don't know if I'd actually seen it. Maybe ask the innkeeper.
I find that the best place for shoes is to be on your feet. Have you checked there?
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't sleep in them. Seems like they didn't go away.
Perhaps under the bed.
Eldeth, preserve me. Why?
I guess I'll go look. and she'd all of her stuff is just stuffed in her backpack and like what's it called?
Bundle?
Forced shut and like clipped and everything. But she's mostly dressed. Well, she's all dressed. It's just like tied like something around her waist. Her like armor isn't even like on. It's just sort of hanging there. And she's has one shoe on. And so she starts like searching around the room, and then eventually she finds it and tosses it on and realizes they're on the wrong feet, but doesn't care and leaves.
Why do I get the feeling the next emote for chat should be a big black bar that just says censored on it?
Oh god, that would be great. Well, if we hit those 50 subscriber points, we will unlock a whole lot more.
Wink, wink.
Wink. I can't wink with this mask on.
I can't wink in general.
Really?
I can't wink because I have no camera.
We just have to take your word that you're winking.
Wink.
I just go.
Oh, hold on.
Squinting.
It takes a lot of effort.
Oh.
Yeah, but like this eye is closed and this one's squinted.
You flipping us off? How very dare.
I
How very
apologize.
dare.
Why would you do to me?
How dare.
You
Kay, how dare you? I thought we were friends.
You too. They're in timeout.
In timeout. Ah.
Start casting fireballs and shit. Hello.
All right.
So you all...
The bandit has
Good
gone
answer.
into the tavern. What spell do you cast? I cast fireball. No.
What do you have there? Fireball. No!
Yeah.
What spell do you use to convince the salesperson to give you a discount?
Fireball.
Of course.
It is the catch-all spell.
What do you ask for at the bar? Fireball whiskey.
Yeah.
You all get dressed, have breakfast, and set out onto the road.
Is it light?
We're off to see the wizard.
It is dawn.
Oh, I thought, okay.
Like with
Also
all
Wizard of Oz.
Where's
with all the
Oz? I'm not a wizard if you mean was.
No, I was just singing a song.
Ah.
the Wizard of Oz would have been Oswick Arkwright, but it's not.
Aldrugos goes down to the tavern, sits at the bar. Bacon.
Oh, the DM hurried us along.
Yes,
I want bacon! Aldrugos is eating
I crave meat.
Aldrugos is eating pocket bacon as we travel.
Bacon. Yep.
We went through that in Tomb of Annihilation already.
I have the vegetarian option.
Yes, we have bacon.
Oh, I
The
was
vegetarian
thinking, like,
option, turkey bacon.
No, I got
sad because they cooked
you know,
some of that too today.
dried fruit, granola, that kind of thing, all mixed together with honey. I think I'll call it a granola bar. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
As chat says, pocket tofu.
Yes, I pull out a giant white cube.
A giant wedge of
my
tofu.
pocket.
Yes.
To be honest, I
a glass of
imagine
water. Yes, that too.
this is like my heart says that she would just have like a bowl of cereal as she is walking. But
took
that
the
would
bowl with
imply
you.
that I was gonna say
Stole the
that would
bowl.
imply that she stole the bowl from them, which I am not a rogue, so
I imagine you just walked out.
you-
I don't think anybody cared enough to stop you. She does this. It's fine. She does this.
Curiously enough, all my character doesn't seem to be carrying much with how much alchemy supplies was shown yesterday.
I have a shit ton in my bag.
The bag is bigger than the gnome.
Basically. Apparently, I have a chest.
I mean, to be fair,
Everybody has a chest, technically.
yeah.
Technically.
Some more substantial than others, but yeah.
So we're on the road now, is that right?
Yes.
No, I'm just changing the ambient music in the background, that's all.
Ah, I see.
As we're moving, I'm going to keep an eye out for anything strange because a gypsy came to us last night, said, go to this place that you've never heard of.
And you're going there.
Yeah, so I am
Checks out.
Perception with
super
advantage.
wary.
I'm assuming that one of your party members is helping you.
I'm
not. I'm just strolling along in the front, happily just kicking my feet. It's an adventure. Why not?
Natural 20.
Oh, hey, we
Thank
noticed something yesterday on the Roll20 sheets as well. On the main page for your hit die, make sure that where it has the hit die, there's parentheses and a D. Click that drop down and make sure it's set to the correct hit die. So if we have to roll for resting and stuff, it doesn't roll a D4 by default.
Yeah, I noticed that on Friday.
Yeah.
A D8 is what we need.
Whatever your hit die is,
Warlock
it should
is
be.
D8, Artificer, everyone's D8 except for Ren.
Yeah, I have a D10.
Cool.
So make sure it's set to that because it defaults on 4.
Yep. For some fucking reason.
The lack of fireballs displeases the knight. Sorry, friend. This is not a party who rocks the fireball.
You know, we got a warlock, not a wizard. Sorry.
Yeah.
But
There was much confusion.
I will.
There was
I will.
much
I will.
Scorching Ray.
I will emote fireballs as much as you want.
I have obviously Eldritch Blast, but I also have Scorching Ray. It's pretty close.
It's pretty close.
So, over the course of about 5 hours, you don't notice anyone following you or anyone ahead, any tracks, anything that would suggest danger. The morning was fairly foggy as you ventured out onto the road. As you follow this westward bound road, there's black pools of water, and the trees begin to turn into giant trees standing on both sides. You can't see the tops through the fog around you. And after about 5 hours of walking, the forest comes to a stop a little bit before. The fog ends up swallowing the forest behind you, and ahead jutting out from the woods are high stone buttresses looming in the gray fog. There are huge iron gates that hang on the stonework. Dew clings to the rusted bars, and 2 headless statues of armed guardians flank the gate. Their heads are now lying among the weeds at their feet. As you stand there, there's only silence.
I don't like this. I'm going to
Oh, I never liked this.
like on my quarterstaff. Oh, is this in the daytime or is this at nighttime? Like this is.
It's
Okay.
5 hours from dawn, so it's about noon now.
Okay.
11 noonish.
So it looks like in the picture. All right.
There's a picture? Oh.
Strange. I do not
Sorry.
remember this being on any maps. You would think we would remember a large walled gate and headless statue sentries.
This bodes very poorly that they took the time to decapitate statues of that size. I don't want to know what did that. Can I roll a history check to figure out who the people are, like, who these statues are of?
Absolutely.
So never heard of Barovia, but I didn't have the freaking toggle. I got 22. Let me fix the toggle. I forgot to do that.
With the 22, the statues are definitely depicting humans. You can't tell if they have any historical significance or if it was just impressive looking statues of two humans, but they are well crafted. And as your group starts to approach the gates to get this closer look, they begin to swing open slowly.
Second thoughts? Having second thoughts.
They were expecting us.
Have
who's
courage.
there?
We are here to help someone.
Yeah, who's manning the gate?
Do I see anyone?
Roll perception.
Mm-hmm.
I will join.
Yeah, I'm also going to roll.
Nope.
Where do I do that? Oh, I see it. Never mind.
Oh, yeah, and make sure you flip over to your person, too. Like I didn't, because I'm a dweeb. Hey, 14s, high five.
For sake of ease, by the way, Ark, I've got AC and spell DC in my name, just so you don't have to ask.
Thank you.
Yep.
I should do that too.
So the highest was 20. The only things you see are the stone statues.
Can I detect magic?
Hey,
By the way,
Lucky's here.
I need to change my D&D Beyond because my character does not have 12 HP.
So you're casting detect magic?
Yes. Hold on.
I tell everybody there's nobody around to pull those doors open.
It would seem that they are magical then, yes.
And I think... Hold on. And I can do it at will. I don't know what that means, but...
That means you can do it anytime you want, as many times as you want.
Lit!
Guess I shouldn't have added that to my spell list.
It's okay. We might be apart at some point.
Fair.
Okay, so... Wait, that's not casting it.
No, that cast it.
How do you... It did? I just sent it.
It just links to spell description.
Yep.
But the 14 was my perception.
You don't roll for the spell.
Oh, because it's at will?
No, because it's what it does.
Okay.
Yeah,
I get confused.
It's okay. All that detect magic does as a spell is what's written in that description there. So you don't need to roll your perception to do that. It's going to have whatever the magical effect is. Rolling perception is for an actual sight and sound.
I'm caught up in my Monster of the Week mindset where you have to use magic.
Gotcha.
You're okay.
So you approach within 30 feet, and the iron gates do have magic on it.
Well, the gates are magical.
Ah, so I was correct in the assumption. Is it safe to say that we can continue forward then?
I mean, I don't see why not.
Safe would be a no. But given the fact that we were told that there is unspeakable evil that no one wants to face to save this lady, definitely a no on safety.
I mean, as long as we're all together, I feel like we're safe.
Also, Arc, there is a bit drop for a common magic item, and we picked a scroll of comprehend languages. So
Nice.
wherever you want to work that in.
I have a place to work that in.
Excellent.
Just because I'm a paranoid person, I want to make sure that I read this properly so it doesn't last. How long does this last? It only lasts 10 minutes. Never mind. Never mind. That only lasts 10 minutes. I thought it lasted an hour.
Are you all heading through the gate?
Aldrugos
Yes.
will hoist his warhammer across his shoulder. We have a job to do. Let's go see if we can help these people. And he'll start to march in.
Yes, we have a job to do.
Oh,
She'd imitate him and strut in.
I'm gonna make sure that I have people on either side of me, so I stay in the middle.
I'm at the back.
Unless you don't want to be.
No, I'm at the back.
Oh, okay.
The pacifist is at the back.
That's a volunteer, not a acceptance.
Mhm.
As you guys pass through the gates and are about 200 feet away, you hear the slow squeal as the iron gates shut.
Can somebody stop them from closing? Maybe?
I mean, maybe it's like automatic doors. If we just start walking back towards them, they'll open back up.
I don't know anybody who has automatic doors. I grab hold of one of the doors and try and keep it from closing.
You run back, but by the time you get there, they would have been closed. I said you were about 200 feet away. And they do not reopen as you approach.
This is not good. This is not... I bang on it with my quarterstaff.
It would seem the choice has been made for us.
Help!
Aldrugos will go over and say, "Relax, let me try." And just I'll try and push on it for him.
And while they're
roll
doing that,
strength.
I'm like standing in the middle, like not in the middle, but standing like just where I was, where everyone had stopped, and just like look around and sort of go, "Hello."
And I'll really dig in and put some oomph into it to try and get it open.
I will try and assist with the push.
To no avail, the gates are locked shut.
It would seem the only way is forward.
If we absolutely need to get past the gates, we can go under them. And kind of to make my point, I'll kind of like step on the ground, pivot, and I'm just gonna earth bend some dirt out of the way with mold earth.
Okay, you create a little patch of earth.
Well,
Does it go under the door?
Yes.
you certainly
It does?
shifted dirt around.
I'd like someone to roll perception.
Okay.
Oh,
Just
ghost
one.
dogs.
I think I'm looking around.
I got
I've
it.
said,
12.
or you can do it.
You said you were way back though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Is
I'm
this,
not-
like, near the door.
You notice that the fog is closer than it was before on the other side of this gate.
Is that normal?
I don't know. It's a temperate climate. It seems like it probably is. It happens in forests. What do you want? I want out.
Is it obvious that it's encroaching forward?
With the 12, it's hard to say.
I'm more concerned about that mist than the doors closing. We know the doors were magical.
Hello?
Hello.
I know you're here.
Don't be so far ahead. If something were to snatch you up, it would be difficult to catch you.
Not to harm anyone or anything. I just would shoot probably just a little Eldritch Blast up in this guy just to be like,
Is everything all right, Mybi?
Yeah, I'm good. I was just showing. Hey, I can defend myself.
I'm not saying you can't. Just that if you are too far from us, we cannot assist.
You are very small and someone can carry you off.
You are a strong, independent gnome, and you don't need no man to protect you.
But
Exactly.
also, you can be thrown over somebody's shoulder like a bag of flour.
It's true. They can stuff you in a grain sack and just be done with it.
So, understand our worry.
I mean, technically, you guys were the ones that walked away, but I guess I'll go back.
You left the group. We went this way.
It's fine. We need to be moving in the other direction either way. We have people to help.
Help. Right. Help.
We'll find a way out, I'm sure.
It will be fine.
Maybe it's one of those things that once we complete it, they'll allow us to exit.
That would not be a very kind thing to do and would be an indication never to work with them again.
I'm pretty sure doors that close behind us and don't let us out is an indication we don't work with these people again.
We'll have to learn more about this place. Remember, this is a place that we've never heard of before.
Also, can I just get everyone's passive perception?
Oh, yes. It is a number. It is a high number.
My PP is 15.
13. It's actually not
13.
too terrible.
I have the big PP of 15.
15, 13, maybe it was 10.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I'm too
13.
childish not to laugh at that.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you, Shae.
13.
13. All right. You guys continue on. The trees here are towering. The tops are lost in a heavy gray mist.
I'm like hovering behind the Artificer. Like just.
It blocks out all but a death gray light. The tree trunks are unnaturally close together to one another. And the woods are silent. That deafening silence that feels almost improper to break it.
Yeah, I'm a boop the little lantern on the end of my quarterstaff for light because one of us can't always see super good. Just in case.
Oz.
Huh? It's a
As
cantrip.
the party, I know what you're saying.
Oh, okay.
You catch the scent of rotting flesh on the air.
You see his eyes go wide, and he immediately grabs the Artificer and gestures to the rest of the party with the quarterstaff to stop.
I'd stop.
I also
What?
stop.
Do you see something?
No, but don't you smell that?
Do
Now
I smell
that
it?
Maz points it out, you can all start to smell the rot on the air.
There's a stench of decay.
Ew.
I am gonna cast because I didn't prepare certain spells, but I did prepare one spell that I knew the Warlock wasn't gonna have. If I can click the thing and do the thing, boom. Detect poison and disease. We ain't
The
got
woods are
time.
silent. Ambient howls immediately.
What happened?
Apparently, after I said the woods are silent, there were howls on the ambient soundtrack.
Oh.
Like, without missing a beat. It was as soon as you stopped saying it, there were a long series of wolf howls. And it's like, thank you, ambient sounds.
It was not silent. You lied.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Are you
Yep.
casting this as a ritual, Maz?
Ritual take 10 minutes. I'm just doing it now.
Okay. This is within 30 feet. There's no poison or disease within 30 feet of you.
All right, I'm.
Can you tell which direction the scent is coming from?
Yep, that way. Also, it's not close enough to catch us just yet, so let's get a move on, like now. And I shoo them along to like hurry.
Let's
more quickly.
Stay on the road.
Yes, but more quickly.
All right.
We'll increase the pace.
All right.
Aldrugos,
Yes,
would you like your weapon to have a little bit of light to it?
I would appreciate that. I do not have the ability to see as the three of you do.
My staff is
Why are you
glowing.
leaving us?
The lantern bit.
Yeah, I'll reach out then and I'll touch the head of his hammer, and
Ooh, la
I
la.
will. I
Shush!
I-
no
I
recap.
knew it
No
when I
recap
said.
of the night before.
I will give it a light. It's just a small one. It's just bright and 5-foot radius and dim in another 5.
Okay.
You now have your weapon is now lit up.
But that
Right.
lasts indefinitely.
Ooh.
Okay. See, like, there we go. Cool.
Can I just be like casting detect magic along the way?
It lasts for quite a while, doesn't it?
Does it? Let's
Detect
see.
magic I think
Duration.
is
10 minutes.
10 minutes, but she can cast it
She can
whenever
do
she
it whenever
wants.
she wants. Yeah.
So it's just forever for her.
Yeah. So yeah, like just assume that it stays up unless you say otherwise. But you do have to do the verbal and somatics every 10 minutes. So
Yeah.
it's not like it's just always up. You have to be like, hold on.
Yeah. Yeah. She'd just be doing it along the way. Like when she thinks it's getting close to 10 minutes, she'll be like, okay, we'll do it again.
I like this mask, but it's starting to get really heavy on my nose. Like it's noticeable.
Yeah.
When you're not used to having something on your face for that long.
That's
Okay.
a mood.
Yeah.
Maybe put like a little
Since
cushion.
you're casting detect magic, you would see something shining out into the woods.
Mine
The
was
moment she notices it, she'd be like, hey, I see something.
that only lasts 10 minutes, so doesn't it?
She's recasting it over
Oh,
and
she's
over.
recasting it.
Yeah.
You're gonna burn your spell slots?
It's at will.
Eldritch Sight.
It's
a
an
warlock
invocation. They can do it forever.
You, but how dare you get free magic?
That's what
I have
happens.
so many, dude.
That's what happens when you have a magic sugar daddy.
Yeah, but I can hide in the woods, like just vanish.
I have
Um,
1, 2, 3,
so
4,
when-
5, 6. 6 that I can do at will.
Damn.
Wow. Yeah. So when she points towards something, I'm gonna glance in that direction and see if I see anything.
Roll perception.
15.
Through the mist, you can see a fallen over corpse, and there are 2 things clutched in each of its hands.
And there's a
Are
corpse
those the
there.
magical things?
One of them is magical.
You see something.
There's a corpse over there. It's clutching a couple things.
And that one, she'd point or say that the one on the right or the one on the left is magical.
I'll take out my my rifle and I'll just start inching forward, and I'll keep the gun raised.
Stay on the road. Cover me. I'll go see what it is.
And can I have the magic thing?
If it is something valuable, you may look at it first.
before Aldrugos goes any farther, I'm gonna boop you with this just in case you run into the bad shit.
Much appreciated. I will take it. Yeah. So I'll be the one to stride forward then.
As you get closer, you see the corpse of a human half buried in this underbrush. The young man, by his clothes, looks to be a commoner, and he is raked with claw marks. You can tell crows have been at the body, and it's surrounded by paw prints. You can tell he's been dead for several days at least. In one hand, he holds a crumpled envelope, in the other, he holds what looks like a scroll.
So I'll lead with the Warhammer, and when I say that, I mean the Warhammer nudges and turns him over to make sure that he's actually dead.
As you flip him over, the smell intensifies, but he does not move.
I'm a soldier. The smell of death is nothing new. If it doesn't move, I'll kneel down and do a quick search through the pockets and collect the identified magic items.
In the pockets, you'd probably find 3 copper pieces and a very sad-looking coin purse. And in the hand, he has 1 envelope and 1 scroll. From what Mybi said, the scroll is the magic item.
I'll tuck those away. I'll take one of the copper and I'll turn him back so that he's laying on his back, fold his arms across his chest, and put the 2 copper over his eyelids. Rest now, friend. Your journey's ended.
Aldrugos? Aldrugos!
Yes.
What'd you find?
A dead man.
What?
And Mybi's hand would be outstretched and her hand on her hip, waiting for the scroll.
I'll make my way back to the group and I'll hand the scroll down. It would seem he died with this. There's also a note.
The note does have a wax seal on it.
I'll take it and read it to the group.
Does it look like our envelope?
Let's see. Oh dear. Hail thee of might and valor. I, Burgermaster of Barovia, send you honor with despair. My adopted daughter, the fair Irene Kolyana, has been these past nights bitten by a vampire. For over 400 years, this creature has drained the lifeblood of my people. Now my dear Irene languishes and dies from an unholy wound caused by this vile beast. He has become too powerful to conquer. So I say to you, give us up for dead and encircle this land with symbols of good. Let holy men call upon their power, that the devil may be contained within the walls of weeping Barovia. Leave our sorrows to our graves and save the world from this evil fate of ours. There is much wealth entrapped in this community. Return for your reward after we all have departed for a better place. Kolyan Indirovich, Burgermaster.
That's the same Kolyan Indirovich that messaged us yesterday.
And the same Irene Kolyana he was talking about.
It would
The
seem
script is very different between the 2 letters.
It would seem we know the source of her plight now.
Let me see the other letter. Let's see.
I'll take out the other letter.
I hold them side by side. Somebody forged this. One of them.
I told you we shouldn't trust the gypsy.
One said the love of my life, and the other one said the daughter. So unless there's some weird stuff going on here, they're not the same person.
I doubt it was the same person.
I highly doubt it. Also, how did that guy get out if the doors wouldn't work for us?
He apparently did not get out.
No,
This-
not the dead man, the one who gave us the letter.
It would seem not everyone is trapped here. What do we believe?
I believe first off, we go give that dead man funeral rites, unless we want him to come back and bother us later.
I have appeased the ferryman.
Maybe let me have a go.
If you wish.
What if... I don't know. She's like looking at the letters. I mean, it's a little tiny hunch, maybe. What if Irina sent us one of the letters?
She would write of herself in her plight? That seems odd.
I don't know. Maybe so that we can get killed by her. Ooh, spooky.
Not to, you think she sent the man to the bar and bribe people with coin?
Well, obviously, if she's a vampire, she can't send herself.
Somebody wanted us here, so they deceived us to get us here.
Well, we're here now.
We are here now.
So
Please,
do your little
tend to the
funeral
dead.
thing, and then we can go.
Moz gives the gnome like a very flat look at the little funeral thing. Listen, we don't know if we're going up against undead or not. Vampires are undead. I've never dealt with vampires. But if this thing caused that person's death, I don't want it to come back and literally
You all hear
bite
a
us in the
wolf
ass.
howling in the distance.
Ah!
It was not a vampire that did that. It was wolves, as we could hear, not too far from here.
If it was wolves, why did they not consume him?
They did. They just did not finish their meal. I would advise you hurry, Mosaic.
I'll keep watch, and I'll keep my my gun out and just keep an eye on the area.
You hear another wolf add its howl to the other.
Perhaps if you can just whisper a prayer as we move on.
Oh, I don't like this.
Do the howls sound like they're coming, like they're from two like opposite sides of us?
The howls are getting closer.
If you're going to do anything, do it quickly.
Yeah.
We are being hunted, so
I don't
I'm looking
have
at
time
at the scroll.
There isn't time for rights.
Then take comfort in that I paid the ferryman. If he is bound for Styx, he will have fast passage.
Moz just looks really confused. What ferryman are you talking about?
Another wolf adds its call.
I'm going
Let's move
to
along.
raise my gun and start watching for anything coming out of the fog. Nope.
I'm gonna scoop Mybi up, and we're gonna just start going because people are not moving, and we need to get moving.
Yeah, no, I am of the opinion that we book it. Also, can I try and
same.
hurry quickly and like not be spotted? Maybe.
Do we want to stealth?
You can either move quickly at a fast pace, or you can slow down and try to stealth.
Oh no, fuck it. I'm booking it with the rest of them.
Let's go.
I'm cool with being picked up.
Yeah.
And those big beefy dragonborn arms.
Yes.
Not
And while I'm being
100
picked up, I'm looking at the scroll.
The scroll is a scroll of comprehend languages.
Oh great.
I'm not 100% sure we can outrun wolves, but I'm running anyway.
No, but you can do that earthbending trick that you did before and make it difficult for them to get to us, right?
I honestly thought you were going to say start digging us a grave.
Well, digging us a grave would probably be a little preemptive.
You technically could have dug the corpse a grave, but we're out of time there.
You guys run for a few minutes, and you break out of the tall wooded area as a fourth and fifth voice adds its howl to the others.
About how close are they? Do they sound like they're within 40 feet behind me?
No, they sound further on.
Good.
Sounds like they've broken Chase.
Do not stop running until
Don't
we
stop
are somewhere
running.
secure.
Yeah.
We need to get to town.
Or didn't they say where the master dude was?
Don't know, don't care. Need to get to town. We need to reach Barovia.
If we follow the path, we'll find something.
As you keep running along the path, eventually you see tall shapes that loom out of this dense fog.
Ah.
The muddy ground underfoot gives way to slick, wet cobblestones, and the shapes become recognizable as village houses. You don't hear any sound to cut the silence, except for a low, mournful sobbing that echoes through the streets.
Is it just one voice?
That's all you can hear.
I'm gonna be using my quarterstaff to help me on any kind of road that's slick, because that's a bit of a problem for me. Yeah.
Can we pinpoint the direction of the sobbing?
Yes.
There's someone over there.
You gonna make sure they're okay?
They might know who that person was that you found, Aldrugos.
We should see.
We should also find out where we are, because this might be Barovia. It also might not be Barovia. But it is on the road, and there are wolves behind us at some distance. So let's go into town. Yeah.
They are less likely to follow us into civilization.
Yeah. Agreed.
Mm-hmm.
To the
Let's
town.
go.
I'll head towards the source of the crying.
Does it appear as though... Oh, sorry.
What were you saying?
I was gonna say, does it appear as though, like, no one is in the town, or is like if we look around, do we see like someone peering out their window, but then quickly the blind shut or something?
Most of the windows you see are boarded up.
Okay.
The only noise you can hear in the streets is from the sobbing.
All right, cool.
Yeah, I'm going with the Aldrugos.
I'm going wherever he is because he is holding me.
You go wherever Aldrugos goes.
Yes.
Who knew that gnomes were the hottest fashion accessory of 1620 or whatever time it is?
You guys head towards the center of the town, following the sobs. And you come to a townhouse that has been boarded up. The moaning sobs growing louder still.
I
knock on the door?
I look at the party.
I set Mybi down first.
I'm gonna knock with my quarterstaff.
Shroom says... No, I don't say that.
The sobbing grows only louder.
May we come
Hello?
in? We're travelers from outside the gate. We need some direction and help, please.
We want to help you as well.
Roll a perception check.
Okay. I got 17.
You can only hear a hoarse voice go between the racks of sob. Gertruda.
Gertruda. Does that name mean anything to you?
Who is Gertruda?
I'll try the door.
You tug on the door and it doesn't budge.
Friend, I wouldn't want to break and enter.
Well, I suppose that's not something you need to be worried about. I take out my crowbar and I break and enter.
You just see his eyes go real wide when he sees
Roll
this
an
happen.
athletics check.
Crank!
God damn it!
The door goes flying off its hinges.
I wouldn't say that.
And we're going to take a 5-minute break.
No! I just wanted to pop the lock!
You know what this calls for? Crimes emote.
Crimes.
You done did a B&E.
He did. He certainly broke that door.
I'm gonna go get something to drink.
All of a sudden, an Imperial Guard runs down. Stop right there, criminal scum!
Is the standby screen up?
Hey, Siri.
We will be
Set a timer
going
for 5 minutes.
standby. Ooh. Okay, Siri, thank you. Wasn't mine for a change.
There we go. Oh, our
Alright.
faces are still here. Nice. Oh, no,
Nope,
there we go.
nope, we're on the be right back. Alright, so I'm going to set it for 5 minutes, guys.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Be right back, everyone.
Alrighty.
Just a note, guys, the mics do stay live here unless you mute yourself.
Okay. How's it going, Ren?
It's going. Oof.
You take a 5-minute break from that mask.
Yeah,
There you
I was.
go.
And it's like, it's just heavy. It's like when you're not used to wearing something like that. So
Oh yeah.
And it was like, I'm not sure if it was just my like exhaustion or if it was a combination of that plus the mask, but it was like there's like pressure being put on the top of my eyelids too.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's the mask because it's like it's still there, but it was just kind of like I can feel this. I'm gonna be right back because I do need to go to the bathroom.
Okay.
All right, be right back.
Okay.
I really need to get that water.
One must suffer for their art. That's true. I'm really happy with this mask, though. Like it's pretty good.
It's nice. I like it.
I'm also gonna finish my dinner, so I hope you don't mind that I'm not gonna turn the camera off for that.
Yeah.
I do chew with my mouth closed, so don't worry about that.
People that don't are wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad that scroll gave me an excuse to pull you guys off the road.
Oh, yeah. Knowing this game, I was like, oh no.
That common magic item drop came in handily.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh no, are they going to miss the note and the scroll? Thank you, Warlock Gnome.
Almost out of time already.
Yeah, it went fast. There was a little bit of messing around.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to shift some scenes real quick because I accidentally deleted something that I needed to keep.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, pay no attention to that. I'm just going to pull the countdown timer from another source. Copy. There we go. Duplicate. There we go. I'm not sure why the text doesn't line up appropriately.
I'm back, but is it cool if I run to the bathroom real fast?
Go ahead. Doesn't look like everybody else is back yet.
Cool. My timer for 5 minutes went off, so I was like, wait!
Yeah, it went by fast. I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
I know. I was
Oh,
like, dang
Tessa's
it!
back.
I've only had time to grab my thing.
I've been here. I've been
Just
here,
muted.
but my mic's off.
Ow.
Yeah. It was like everybody else started talking. I was like, well, I guess I better unmute myself.
Yeah, and we're just waiting on Kay and Shae.
When a humble bard graced the ride along with Geralt of Rivia, along came this song. When the white wolf fought a silver-tongued devil, his army of elves at his hooves did they revel. They came after me with masterful deceit, broke down my lute and they kicked in my teeth, while the devil's horns minced our tender meat. So cried the witcher, he can't be bleed. Toss a coin to your witcher, oh valley of plenty, oh valley of plenty, oh, oh. Toss a coin to your witcher, oh valley of plenty.
Okay, so apparently there's like a tabletop RPG poll on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like a stage thing, whatever you call it, tournament.
Yes.
And D&D 4e almost won.
Why?
I don't know.
Thought people hated Fort you.
Yeah, they do. It's not a very good system.
Was it like a trolling thing?
I would hope so.
No, see, I don't hate
My-
4E. There's just stuff about it that could have been done better, and they shouldn't have.
They added in good things, but it wasn't as fun a system as 5e, I think.
Yeah.
You'll be good. I'll let you
I
hang
like
with me, okay,
5e.
buddy? if you're good.
I like 5e.
You're no good if you're
But I
good.
started with
Don't you dare try and
3.5.
eat my pie.
Wait, there's the dog.
Dog! Dog tax, show the dog.
I have a dog, yes.
Dog tax, you have to show the dog.
Yep.
Nova. Where are you? Come here.
Dog!
Oh,
Come here. Come here. Nova.
Dog.
Dog.
My hand. Yeah, for some reason, like, whenever I'm home, like, they got him while I was at college, but, like, he loves me. He's obsessed with me.
It's like, human that I haven't met. I love you. I have just met you, and I love you.
He literally, like, whenever I'm upstairs, he'll come, and then, he'll just, like, come and sit with me while I'm watching TV, or, like, he'll just come up here. Now he's sniffing my coat.
I smell other humans.
Like, I smell ferret.
I smell
I
ferret.
smell my friend.
There's a ferret. There's a ferret. Where's the ferret?
I hid under your porch because I love you.
Dog is so good.
All right. It looks like everybody's back.
I hope so. Considering everyone's on camera.
Yeah.
Look
Well.
at the wolves here as well.
Yeah.
Sit.
All right.
Speak. Hello. Ah! Meeting awakened
Shame.
animals for the first time.
Totally not putting an awakened dog in the adventure now.
Yes.
I mean, if you do, that'd be fantastic. But also, it will die because dogs have very low HP.
I mean, if awakened creatures are an option, if Aldrugos ever dies, I'm playing Tiny Bush Tim.
I mean, there is a
Tiny Bush Tim was awesome.
Dungeons and doggos. Like,
Oh, there's
you
a
can
couple
play-
of those.
Yeah, you can play as dogs, magic dogs, and
There's
fighty dogs, and thiefy
Pugmire.
dogs.
Pugmire is just everybody's a dog.
No,
Also, warning.
the dungeons and doggies. I think it's either Dungeons and Doggies or Dungeons and Doggos. You literally play as a dog, not an anthropomorphized dog, but a dog.
Whenever my dad goes to bed, he might pop in and say goodnight. Just letting you know.
Okay, we'll all say goodnight to your dad.
Okay.
Good night, Dad.
You probably won't hear us,
Night,
but we'll all say
Father.
goodnight.
Yeah, no, he won't. I'll just be like, my friend said goodnight. Do not get on the bed.
Aw. But
Okay.
it's
The
The
comfy.
dog on the bed.
Let's see Doggo. Oh, Doggo!
He's sniffing my
Oh.
coat.
Doggo, why? That's a puppy! That's a big
Yeah,
Adorable.
it's huge. We think he's part Great Dane. Oh, yeah, so you want to hear a funny story about him real fast?
Definitely a part boxer.
Yeah, no, so we got him and they said he was going to be a boxer beagle, right? And he wasn't going to get, like, taller than, like, really small.
Mhm.
They said he was going
Taller
to be, like 50 pounds. He was 50 pounds at 6 months.
Mm.
They lied
So we're
to
like-
you.
We're like, Granted,
Definitely
it
not
was from a
boxer
shelter,
beagle.
so it's like... But he definitely has some boxer, definitely has some sort of, like, either pit or something, like, related to that.
Yeah.
He's just a mutt.
As long as you got him from the shelter, I mean, it doesn't matter
Yes,
what
we
he is.
did. He's so cute. You're a little
Dogs from the
crazy,
shelter tend to
but
be really healthy. Like, they live
Yeah.
a long ass time.
he's a beefy boy.
They're powered by love.
I told Ark my first dog that I ever had, I got from the pound. He lived to be about 17 years old. He looked like Old Yeller if Old Yeller stuck his face in a bucket of black paint.
Oh,
Like, around his eyes and his whole muzzle was black, but the rest of him was blonde.
Oh, that's cool.
Like, he was part lab, and that's all we could figure out, but he was too lean to be a lab because you know how stocky they are, and his legs were too long. He looked just like Old Yeller, floppy ears and all.
oh. Nova has like he's all black except for like he has like gloves on all of his gloves and socks, and
Oh,
then
that's
his
cool.
snout. But in the white, and like obviously like right here as well. But
Yeah.
all in the white, he just has freckles.
Yeah,
Cute.
that's boxer thing.
Yeah,
Boxers, good boys.
and he has a little white on the tip of his tail as well.
I will say, like
so cute.
personally, I'm a little afraid of boxers. I get antsy because one of them attacked me when I was a kid. But
that's
like,
unfortunate because boxers are really nice.
Yeah, like is like I know they're perfectly sweet dogs. I just met a bad bean because the owners were terribly irresponsible.
Well,
and that is not the dog's fault.
They're very physical, so like even then, it's just they're the two that we have are very affectionate physically, and they jump, and they are called boxers because they have a lot of force behind those front paws. So they will.
That's this one.
Yeah, they will bop you accidentally when they just get excited, and it's probably not anything that they're meaning to do, but yeah, like. Oh, I've been accidentally
the one that got
racked.
me lunged at me.
Yeah, I've been accidentally racked many a times by Nico when he gets too excited and starts jumping, and it's like, oh, thank you, buddy, I love you, but oof.
Just gives you a right hook.
Speaking
When
of
he
hooks,
gets a
oh, it's just fair warning. Titan is probably hacking up a hairball. If you hear a weird noise, please ignore.
Okay.
whenever I come into the door or anyone comes into the door, or like if you enter the room and he does not remember that you were in the room, Nova will just get up and like do the thing where he's wagging his whole entire butt, and then he has to go grab a toy and like walk around with it and like jump up onto you, or he'll just come barreling down. Like if he's coming down the stairs, you better watch out because he tumbles down and he just runs right into you. But he always has a toy in his mouth whenever he gets excited.
I think we're set.
Yes.
Yep.
Tell us about cracking this door open.
Tell us about the rabbits.
When we last left off, Aldrugos had just popped the door open with the crowbar, and I assume he's just stepping inside.
I am.
Inside, you see a decrepit old living room. Barely any furniture. It looks like what was used to board up most of the windows and even the door. You do see 2 planks of wood in the walkway.
Door was boarded from the inside. Forgive the intrusion. We are escaping the weather and the wolves, and yours was the first house we came upon.
More like the first one we heard.
You hear quiet swearing in Dwarven.
Enter, please, before...
Just breaking the fucking door. But in Dwarven. I cast Mending on the door.
Yeah, I don't speak Dwarven, so I don't get any of that.
That's
I
the
speak
point.
Gnomish, which has a Dwarvish script.
Well, if they write out their complaints, you'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm just gonna fix the door so it's not with a 26, so it's not irreparable. It's like I fix.
Yeah. And that's fine. I'm sure I expected something like that between you and the Artificer.
Of course,
should
I'll
go
help.
This has probably happened before.
Yeah.
And if it has, Aldrugos' motto is better to seek forgiveness than wait for permission.
I love that motto.
No! It's like stress.
Fun
Poor
fact,
Oz.
here at PartyWipeGames, we do the opposite. We ask to borrow art before using it.
Yeah.
Which, that awesome artwork. Again, big shout outs to Lucky Black Cat 13.
Yes, thank you.
Great art. Okay, back in here.
Can we get a link in chat for the artist who did our screen?
I can do that. Hold on.
Much thank.
I
tried really hard to make tokens for everybody, but as you can see, one is inked. Mine I did long time ago, like last year or something like that. And then the rest of them are just sketches because I didn't finish in time.
You started yesterday. That's fine.
I
did
started
start yesterday. With the door popped open, though, I want to start taking a look around a little more.
The sobbing is coming from upstairs.
Oh, hey! The artist is in chat.
They are.
Oh.
Hey!
Thank you again. We love
Thank you.
So what are you doing now that you've invaded a townhouse?
Invade is a
I
strong
want to go
word.
check if this person is okay.
So you're running up the stairs?
Yeah.
Yeah, me and
Maz.
Mosaic, we are repairing the door.
Yeah.
That'll take a minute.
Yes, and I would advise that we probably relock the door. There might have been a reason for it to have been secured. You don't have to board it back up, but something that could keep the elements from entering.
Can I look at the street while we're patching it up?
And can I create one of those things that boards just like get set in, like two little hooky things to keep it, to make it so it's easier to board without nailing boards to the wall?
Brackets?
Yeah.
What are you using to make them?
I will use wood carver's tools.
You would
All
want
right,
metal, wouldn't you?
Huh?
You'd want it out of metal, wouldn't you?
I can use smith's tools.
Oh,
Where are you getting the metal?
Do you have an artificer ability that lets you create stuff? I know they did in
I
old.
do.
I know they did in old versions, which is why I'm asking. Like they used to.
There's the forge smith you can create things using your channel divinity.
If there's no metal, I'll just use the wood that's at hand.
it takes an hour for you to do things, though. I can fix it with mending in a minute. Is fine.
What are you looking for, Mosaic?
I'm just like
Trying
checking
to keep
see.
an eye out for
Yeah,
enemies, town's
like-
guard.
Yeah, is there a guard coming? Because I'm sure we've had this problem before. Are the wolves still around? Is there anybody on the street? What's going on?
Let's go with what's
Everything around you is silent except for the mournful sobbing coming from above.
Yeah, that's disturbing. There's nobody here.
aside from the woman
Maybe.
upstairs. Which,
You
by
ran
the way,
upstairs.
the gnome has gone
I did.
upstairs.
Yeah, I thought you also went upstairs.
He didn't.
No, I was looking around the lower area.
Oh. I don't know what you're looking for. The person crying's upstairs. Why don't you go and check on Mybi?
Mybi has run on ahead, but it is safer to secure the floor you are on before proceeding.
I will Smith gesture to the broken door that is now fixed.
The rest of the ground floor has not been secure.
It is not a big building. It's mostly the living area. Perhaps an
close-
off to the side
Once-
cupboard.
Once confident that nothing's going to lunge out at these two, I'll head for the stairs.
Yeah.
All right, then we're going to put a pause on that.
Well, I was gonna just close the door and with the latch that the artificer made, like latch the door and follow the rest of them.
Okay. Maybe you go up the stairs, and in the bedroom up there, there's an elderly woman hunched in the middle of the room, and she's clutching something to her chest as she sobs.
Gonna walk on up and not like to her, like it's like she's at the doorway and slowly steps in and sort of goes, "Hi,
I broke in.
I'm Mybi. Is everything okay? You're crying."
Truda.
You're laughing.
I was going to say it's bad because it sounds like laughter.
I know. I was just
I'm not
like,
gonna fake crying, okay?
You can't cry on cue.
it's okay.
No, I can't actually.
Do you want to talk about it? It'll help with the grieving process.
Way to assume somebody's dead, kid.
There are a lot of dead people here, okay?
She
We
was
saw
taken,
one body.
kidnapped.
That he was taken? What?
She was taken, kidnapped.
Did you see the person who took her?
I know who took her.
Who?
The devil.
This is
Strahd.
Who?
Huh?
And we come up the stairs.
Yes, you guys would probably come up at this point.
Is she speaking
Would you-
of a literal devil or a figurative?
Shh, 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 shh. Let's let her. We can talk afterwards. And she'd like move forward a little bit more and kneel down next to her and say,
You can see clutched in her arms is a small, very ugly doll made of patchwork wearing a sackcloth dress. And there is a
Is that
tag
hers?
sticking out of it.
"Is that hers?"
Mine, now hers.
Okay. Would you like us to help find her?
At that, she looks up and she has these wild blue eyes as she looks at you. Help take her back. And
Yeah,
she
I mean-
like moves a hand and grabs your shoulder and drops the doll.
She'd like tense up a little bit and like lean back a little.
Can I do
Please.
something?
Bring my Gertruda back to me.
Do you have like a picture or something? Description?
Don't forget, this is medieval setting. Nobody has pictures.
Could be a
It's-
drawing. Do you have a drawing of her?
To be fair, it would actually be early Renaissance. Because,
Do you know how expensive paintings are?
yes.
This
But
is also a very clearly poor person.
Yeah. Do you have a picture, description, something like that? Could use to help. She's still like tensed up a little bit, just like
Cast calm emotions on the room. Everybody fucking chill.
I don't feel any different.
I
That's not
feel
true.
fine.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty calm now. Oh, do I have to do it?
Everyone
Everybody in 20-foot radius.
I don't resist it.
What was your safety C?
13.
13?
So
Oh,
it's
I just barely passed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I resist it. Unless this woman does. Wait.
Well,
I should
she's entitled to her own save, but you can choose to not resist it if you don't want.
I will tell you, this is one of Maz's favorite spells to use. So
Yep.
you've all dealt with this before.
Which
It's
is
like,
why it's like this is happening. I'm not fighting it.
Okay. Okay. This is what happened the last time we did a B&E. Everybody calm down.
How's the lady reacting to it?
Her shoulders kind of slump and she lets go of your arm.
Yeah, then I don't resist it. I mean, we can't promise anything, but we can at least try.
Please.
Grandmother, what
Gertruda.
happened? Can you tell
What are
us
you
from the
doing?
beginning what happened?
The devil stole her. What more is there to know?
We don't know who this person... We just got here. We don't know who this devil is.
Strahd von Zarovich.
Okay.
He resides in the castle.
Which castle where?
Castle.
Night.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Good night.
My friends say goodnight as well.
Good night.
Hmm.
Let's go.
Brave.
No.
I wave. You cannot see. I wave.
Yeah, don't leave that. Definitely don't leave the stuff up there.
Yeah, well. Bye, Nova. Good night.
Smile. You're on candid camera.
I didn't tell him. It's okay. He's done it multiple. He's walked in when I've been doing like an Instagram live while getting into makeup.
The internet says good night.
The internet says good night.
Yes. He said good night. Where were we?
We were asking what castle and who is Strahd.
Oh, okay. She still hasn't given us the description of this girl.
It seems like she's not fully in the right mind. Just give her time.
Yeah, don't rush it. Just ask your question and be patient.
Castle Ravenloft.
How do we get to the castle? Where is Barovia?
You're in Barovia.
Oh, good. That's one thing less to worry about.
Have you heard of oh God, what was her name? I pull out the note saying
Irina Kolyanovich.
Irina Kolyana?
We are looking for the Burgermeister.
Yeah, him too. Kolyan Irdovich.
Indirovich.
Indirovich. Vish? Something. This is strange common to me.
I wanna while they're like trying to get the information, try and like look around to see if there's any telling of like the age of this girl or like maybe some clothes that are like, I don't know, just something that I can get some idea as to what she's like.
Roll perception.
Does she have any answers for the questions we asked? Who are these people? Who are they? Tell us, damn it, who is it?
Dang
it. Looking around the room, everything is in shambles. You doubt there's been any sort of taking care of this place in a long while. But you do notice the tag on the doll says, "Is no fun, is no Blinsky."
He's a Noblinsky.
I don't like it already.
I don't like it because I know things that are going to happen later, and I really don't like it. Have I mentioned the dolls are like small phobia of mine?
Oh my god, I fucking love dolls, man. Okay, I can rant about them for days, so we'll not get into that.
No, thank you.
Not rant, I'm not angry, I love them. But we'll go
rants don't have to be angry.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I guess more of a ramble.
Fair.
Okay. Anyways.
Herding cats with Ark.
But are we getting any answers?
The Burgomaster lives in the estate.
And how about the child?
Here?
She said the child was at the castle.
Okay. So the
Please get her back.
We'll try. We'll try.
Please.
But we need to speak to the Burgermeister first. He sent us here for help.
Yes, we are here to help.
Please.
Said her name is Gertruda?
Gertruda.
Okay. And what's your name? So we can, if we do find her, let her know.
Are you
Mary.
her mother?
Yes, my child.
And how old is she?
Gertruda.
Perhaps that is information we will not be able to glean.
Yeah, I pat Mybi on the shoulder. I think we should leave her alone now.
Okay. Well. Try our best to find her.
Thank you for your help, grandmother.
I do not believe she is that old.
Her name's Mary.
The woman
Thank you,
hunches
Mary.
over again and grabs the doll and hugs it close.
Well, it would seem we are off to a good start.
To the estate?
We
We
should-
need someone to give us a few straight answers.
Yes. The estate is a good choice then.
Probably closer than a castle. I didn't see one, did you?
Not while running from wolves.
Yeah, I don't think I did either.
When we step outside, I'll take a look around.
When you get outside looking around, the fog is thick. You can't see very far into it.
This fog is a problem.
You can see light coming from
I
a
can't-
nearby building.
I can't.
Doesn't look like an
dispel it
estate.
today.
No, but looking at it, you see from the sparse light, the sign over the door reads, Bildrat's Mercantile.
Fuck that guy.
That is out of character.
That's why I said it out of character.
I didn't actually hear it. What?
Bildrat's Mercantile.
Bill?
Don't know who that is.
I don't get it. Inside joke?
I missed it, so let us...
Out of character, I said, fuck that
Bill
guy.
Drat's Mercantile. Yeah, I don't get it.
All right.
It's,
Ha ha ha, that was funny.
It appears to be a store of some kind.
Well, do we have any
Yes,
business?
but we're
store?
looking. No, we're looking for the estate.
I mean, we could always ask
I
them where it
say
is.
we
Did
keep going and
Mary tell us where the estate was?
No.
Okay.
We will just have to find it.
it's probably going to be a big building. I doubt it's going to be hard to miss. Unless in Barovia, buildings get up and walk away.
I mean, sort of hard to see far in this. In here. This place.
What do you
village.
suppose? What do you suppose? There's a house that's going to stand up on, what, 2 great big chicken legs and hightail it out of here?
Okay.
That's
If I was the house, I
stuffing.
would.
Anyway, we have 2 options. We can look for an estate ourselves through town, or we can ask for directions.
If this guy's anything like Mary, I don't know if we'd get much out of them. But
Look for
let's
ourselves.
try.
That's how. All right. I don't mind looking for it for ourselves.
I mean, do we hear any sobbing coming from the shop?
From the shop? No.
Well,
We'll knock
well,
at the
it
door.
might be
Might have a
boarded up.
chance.
Like, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can hear you.
People are just talking
Hello?
over each other. We can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh
sorry.
no, it's all right. Sorry. Is it boarded up?
No. A couple windows are, but the door doesn't seem to be boarded, and there is a window. While it has a drape over it, you can't see light pouring out of it.
I can go to knock at the door.
Someone's home.
It appears to be a shop if it has a sign like that. Mercantile.
Go
What's a
ahead
mercantile?
and step in.
It's trade.
Like textiles, merchant.
Fun.
The door opens and you step in. You can see an older, kind of scrawny man behind a counter.
Mm-hmm.
The store seems to be a general store. Has simple enough items.
Excuse me, do you know where the estate of this town is?
A man might, if the price is right.
And what
Sir,
is that price?
We're here to try and help. We were sent by the Burgermeister. We just need to rendezvous with him.
$15 gold, and I'll tell you.
I walk
Just
out.
turn and step out.
Yeah, same.
What does the interior of the shop look like?
Simple enough place. There's a counter behind which this man stands.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of simple traveling gear that is being sold. Torches, tinderboxes, various items like that.
Anything fragile?
Oh no.
Let me check.
Glass vials.
Yeah, like a vase or something.
Just don't tip the lantern over or whatever is holding the candle. We don't want this place to go up in flames.
I could make that happen. But I'm not playing a neutral character, so.
Yes, there would be glass vials around.
Perhaps you did not hear my friends. We're looking for the Burgermeister. If you could help us, we would help this town rid its evil. And he'll kind of give the man a look and like lift the warhammer towards one of the vials and start scooting it towards the edge.
Like a fucking cat.
The man turns. Periwinkle!
I'll pause and spin around.
And out from the back is a large young man carrying a... What is he carrying again?
A rubber chicken.
A live chicken.
A wet noodle.
He carries a rather large staff.
Oh, for pity's
Yes,
sake.
Bildrath? These people are threatening the livelihood, boy. Take them out.
How very
And he
rude.
begins.
Aldrugos squares his shoulders, cracks his knuckles. Perhaps you have more sense than the old man. We are looking for the Burgermeister.
Yes, do you know where he is?
Roll persuasion.
I was gonna say there's a long, drawn-out sigh.
Why do I roll better on persuasion than the thing I'm trained in?
Like, don't make.
Oh
don't
yeah,
make me
down the
pass.
street that way. And he just points. And
Thank you.
the man behind the counter.
This man tried to swindle us out of 15 gold for a simple point in the right direction. So we appreciate you very much, but you might want to purchase your friend There's Some Manners. And Moz leaves.
I will take out.
He looks like that goes right over his head.
I will take out a gold coin and I just put it in the guy who answered us. Put it in his hand.
Aldrugos will just nod and say, "Thank you, lad."
I'm waiting outside.
Yep, I'll lead out.
And the rest of you leave.
Yeah.
I was not there. I had left the moment he said 15 gold. I was like, nope, never mind.
I was about to ruin this kid's whole career.
Smoke
Jesus.
starts to rise from the back of the building.
1 sec.
Has
Hold on.
anyone-
I'll be right back.
Yep. It's like, has anyone seen Mybi?
15 gold this.
Is this
Piece
worth
of
50
shit.
gold?
No, surprisingly, well, no, I am playing. Yeah, I'm holding myself back a lot with this character.
So I'm assuming you guys head off in the direction that Periwinkle pointed you.
Absolutely.
I like his name.
Oh, wait! No, wait, I wasn't in there. Never mind. I wanted to see who was lying, but I wasn't there, so can't.
Yeah. You guys head off, and as you make your way through the fog, you see a large mansion which sits behind a rusting iron fence. The iron gate is twisted and torn. The right gate is off its hinges, and the left swings lazily with the wind.
Is it open for us?
It's broken, so the left continues to squeak and squeal with the rust. Looks like weeds choke the ground, and against the walls, growth has been trampled down to create a path around the domain. And heavy claw markings have stripped the finish off the walls.
These
Very
resemble the
strange.
same claw markings I saw earlier.
Yes. And there are great black marks that tell of fire that have assaulted the mansion. There's no shard of glass in any windows, but they're all barred with planks.
Oh, shit.
Perhaps we can repair the gate if this place is under attack, which is strange.
Who would be attacking it?
I don't know, but it appears like it's been assaulted.
It does?
Like a battle took place here.
Is there any way we can get inside and fix it later?
Perhaps. I imagine first we should go to the door.
Sure.
Works for me.
Hopefully this isn't the second door we knocked on today.
So you're knocking on the door?
Yeah. And then I'd probably say something about like, hey, we're here for the Burgermaster.
You hear the voice of a young woman from inside. Go away! I have a weapon!
We have a letter?
That's nice, miss, but we're not here for trouble. We're looking for Mr. Kolyan
Indirovich.
Indirovich, yes.
You're never gonna get that name right.
We received a
I
letter
don't
from
speak
the
this version of
Burgermeister.
common.
Whom are we speaking to now?
Why should I tell you? You might be
Because
here to finish the job.
if
What
we
job? We were given a task by the Burgermeister to come and defeat
The
some kind of
Burgermaster is
evil
dead!
thing.
this
can he be
That's a
dead?
problem.
No. How can he be dead? We just spoke to him yesterday.
we didn't speak to
That-
him, we spoke to his messenger.
Who I believe am starting to suspect was not his messenger.
Young lady, if we were here to do you harm, I would have knocked the door in already. We are asking politely because the Burgermeister sent a request for help.
Roll
Alright.
persuasion.
I want to add in, are you Irina?
Would he
Sure,
get
at
advantage?
advantage.
Yeah, because we're helping.
It's Mary.
Suddenly Mad Mary.
Yes, I forgot I had that.
16.
I like her. I feel bad for her.
And not at all a grandma. Not yet, anyways. Looks at Strahd.
You hear a lock unlatch, and a young woman answers the door.
Take out the letter. Take out the letter.
I hold out the letter. Both letters. Oh, hello.
Oh,
howdy.
put the letters back. Put the letters back.
Why, hello there.
You got a message from my father?
We did. A messenger delivered it.
Your
Supposedly. Yes, one of the letters said she is the adopted daughter. You'll have to forgive us. We received 2 different messages. One was delivered by a colorfully dressed man, delivered directly to us. The other we found upon a corpse, consumed by wolves and ravens. I fear that one of these may be a fake, and I will gesture to both letters for her to look at.
I'll hand them over.
They say that she's a bad person.
No, it's just that she's been kidnapped by Strahd and is a vampire in one of them.
The woman looks over both letters, and she holds up the second letter, the one that you found on the body.
Mm-hmm.
This one was written by my father. I don't recognize the penmanship of the other.
Well, we've been duped, it appears. Someone lured us here.
Wait, so you were bitten by a vampire then?
She kind of gives an awkward swallow and kind of moves clothing around to show pinpricks on her neck.
Oh. Well, You see Maz start to look kind of nervous.
Perhaps
how
a cure.
do you feel? Mess?
Perhaps
Do you
a cure.
only drink from humans?
These are very invasive questions.
Maz gives the gnome, Maz gives the gnome a gentle push. A little push. Like, don't say that. Push.
I'm curious.
May we come inside?
Yes, and she'll open the door. As you enter into the mansion, you see that it is well furnished. The fixtures show signs of great wear, and the noticeable oddities are boarded up windows, the presence of holy symbols in every room, and the burgomaster is in a side drawing room off the floor, lying in a simple wooden coffin surrounded by wilting flowers.
Oh, wait, so his body? His dead
Yes.
body? Oh.
Wolves have been assaulting the manor for 3 days now. More before that.
When do these attacks happen?
I'm just...
It's been weeks now.
No, when do the attacks happen?
At night.
Why would wolves be attacking?
They're henchmen of the devil.
This Strahd von Zarovich.
Devil that took Gertruda?
I don't know a Gertruda.
Never mind.
This is the second time there has been reference to a devil. I am assuming it is the same man.
He rules over this land.
You are ruled by a vampire.
Barovia is his domain.
Madam, if I may be so bold, I am a healer by trade. I'm a servant of Eldath. If you've heard of the goddess of healing and pacifism.
There are only 2 gods here.
Oh? I assume the Raven Queen and something else?
Who?
That is presumptuous.
Morning Lord and Mother Night.
Do I know who those are?
You could roll religion.
Sure. Also, the Raven Queen is not like a bad deity. They're literally
no.
She's neutral.
They're not, but they're also not widely well known either.
She's also not a deity
No.
in 5th edition.
What?
No. She failed her ascension.
No, actually, she
bullshit.
succeeded.
Yeah, she is. She's just not a major deity.
I mean, you can read Mordenkainen's and tell me wrong, but...
I mean,
Or,
no, I know that story too, but yeah, I think you're right, but I like to ignore it because she was a cool deity in 4th edition.
She is a cool deity.
cool. Yeah, I got 14 on religion. Who are these people?
Aldrugos just snorts at the notion of religion.
With a 14, you know that the Morning Lord is an antiquated term for... sorry, I'm blanking on his name.
Lathander.
Lathander, thank you.
Oh, Lathander. Ah.
You aren't sure about Mother Night.
Okay, that's fine. Not terribly worried. But Lathander, cool. Lathander is good broski. Awesomeness. Okay. None of this is said in character.
I know.
I will take off my necklace that I have underneath my coif thing. It's not an actual coif because it's not chainmail, but I don't know what it's called if it's a
scarf.
Hood. Not so. It's the hood and the mantle, which would be if it was chainmail a coif. It's not made of chainmail. Anyway, I take off my holy symbol, and I hold it up to show her what it is, so she can see that it's not a bad deity.
There's confusion in her eyes, but that's about all you can tell.
So
I'm gonna put it back on, and I'm going to ask her. So this is admittedly very personal, and I apologize in advance. But when you were bitten by this vampire, did you contract the illness?
Illness?
Did you become a vampire?
No. I'm still alive.
Any strange feelings or urges or anything like that? If it hasn't set in yet, there are things that I can do to help. If it has, I don't think I'm strong enough.
Roll medicine check.
21.
You would know that to become a vampire, you would have to dive by getting your blood drained and then buried for a night.
Yeah, okay. So, she undead?
Not from what you can tell. She doesn't have fangs or an undead air about her.
Okay. I mean, generally, I wouldn't imagine vampires would have an undead air about them because they don't act like shambling corpses, but, right. Okay. That suits me.
Are you alone here now, since your father's passing?
No, my brother is at the Blood on the Vine Tavern to search for help.
Well, we're the help.
Can you go get him then?
I can gather him up if you all want to stay here. me and someone else can split in twos.
I can come with.
Yeah, I don't think
Why
we
would
should
we
be going
separate?
alone anywhere. Not in this place.
So someone can keep an eye on Miss
This estate
Poliana.
has withheld the advances of the devil during the day, has it not?
How long is it until night falls?
At this point, it would be about 1 p.m.
Okay, so it's.
I
not really
imagine
dark, yeah,
she
that's
will be
fine.
fine until nightfall.
Okay.
Very well.
We'll bring him. What's his name?
Eastmark.
Eastmark. Okay.
Where's
Sorry.
where's this Blood and Vine Tavern?
It should be in the center of town.
And would we
So
be able to?
where we just came from.
It's fine. It's not that far.
No, I know.
Be able to
It's
ask a
just-
small boon of you, and can we stay here through the night?
We would
Can't
prefer
fight.
to get it done before nightfall. Perhaps be on the
Oh.
road by then.
I'm sorry, on the road. To where?
Away from here.
Why?
The devil Strahd desires her.
Yeah, but hasn't
Castle Ravenloft overlooks this village through the fog.
I
She wishes to put distance between herself and her attacker.
So, quick
understand.
question. What's our goal now that we're here and we found out that our original letter was a
Fake?
lie? Yeah.
Well,
I
we-
imagine we were lured here for some reason. For what that reason is, I cannot say. But
Did you have a love of your life at some point? And she turned to.
that's a little personal, Mybi.
It says the love of my life.
We know that one is fake.
Yeah.
I know, but I don't know. Maybe it was some crazy stalker or something.
You mean
I
like the
can
person
give
who's
you
been
2
assaulting
guesses, but you'll only need 1.
Yes.
So we more than likely met this Strahd person?
Again, that was merely a messenger, not the person who wrote it.
You most likely
also
met
don't
one of the.
know that for sure.
You're right, but it does not seem likely that the devil Strahd would appear to us to ask us to rescue this woman from himself.
So do you think
He
we were
might
asked to
be
get her so
very
that we can bring her
bored.
to him?
Very likely.
And we're not doing that.
Well, stay or leave. May we accompany you for safety in numbers, since it seems like this devil's after you.
Yes, that would be much appreciated.
Maz gives a nod and then looks back to the party. To the tavern?
Sounds good.
I could
go.
use
Yep.
a drink.
Same, friend.
And that is about where we were supposed to stop.
Fun.
Oh, fun times, guys. This is a great game. I'm going to just lift this up.
Big oof. Oof.
Well, hey, thank you everybody who was watching today.
Heck yeah.
We capped out
Thank
at
you
like
all.
15 for a long while. We've been sitting at about 10
That's great.
for the better part of the second half. So, hey, everybody, again, really appreciate you guys stopping by. Not Always Weak, Lucky Black Cat, everybody who was in and talking to us during the chats. You guys are fabulous and we love you. We hope you guys come around to watch some other shows. We will normally be running most days of the week. Wednesdays and Fridays we will be starting up new games as well. So we'll have a full roster going at the same time every Hey, what is sleep?
What have you done?
Yeah. You can catch us here tomorrow. We'll be playing my 5th edition homebrew game where I will be DMing. It's called Forest for the Trees. It's a 1920s inspired high fantasy game. Shae and Ark will be back for that as players. Like I said, I will be running. And then Tuesday, if you really enjoyed this cast, we will all be back for Ark to run our Vampire the Masquerade Vancouver by Night Northern Lights. It's an ongoing series that we do, and where this group of people all came together as a family. #family.
Yeah, where the art is actually finished.
Yes, where we have finished art from Kay, and it's pretty good.
Not K.
Oh, sorry, not from Kay. Kay does all the art. Kay does all the art from Krista.
Yes, I do.
I see how it is. I see how it is. I don't finish your dragon, and this is how you pay.
Yeah.
I see.
So we'll go down the list and just do outros. I don't need to do mine since I already covered the majority of it. Other than, hey, if you want to support us, consider Patreon or subscribing here on Twitch. Those are the best ways you can help us. Patreon, however, does get you access to playing on monthly one-shots, which will be coming up next week. Next Sunday will be our first Patreon one-shot where we will be playing the Alien RPG. So that is going to be taking place of this game. Because that is just the way that timing is going to work. Unless I can forego sleep and do it earlier. What do you guys want to do? Do you want to do it earlier, or do you want to do it during this time slot? I don't think you and Krista can't do it because you would have your game. But
yeah, I run a Vampire the Masquerade game on Sundays just before this one.
Hell, I want to play this game, so we'll schedule it earlier.
You guys can see Roger.
Yeah. Awesome.
When do you sleep?
I
never.
I'll find time. Don't worry about it. I'll find.
He sleeps during the game. His character takes a nap.
I sleep at work. Yeah. It's fine.
Oh jeez. I have small requests. Can we zoom in on the character tokens, even though I know?
Oh,
it's like...
yeah. Hold on. Wow. Somebody got scooted out of the way. There we go. That's as close as I can get without it getting super blurry. That's good there. Yeah, Krista made these, and they'll be done soon.
Soon. Hopefully by next game.
These good stuff.
Including all of the token border things, which is cool.
Yeah, I did the borders as well.
They fancy. I like how they each have their own personality to them, too.
Yeah. You got the Wood Elf, the Artificer, the Warlock, and then the Fighter, the Smashy Smash. All the cracks in the like stone is actually my electricity brush that I have, which works really well because blue dragon. So you know, hey,
that's cool. Also, quick question.
What's up?
So I know, isn't this like a pre-made thing?
It's a module.
A module, that's what I thought it was called, but I couldn't think of the word.
Yeah.
How long does it run for? Or like, does that just run the game?
I think it goes to 12.
I think it's 1 to 10.
Okay.
Yeah, we could, if we were to squeeze everything out of this thing, be here for like 2 years.
Yeah,
there's a lot of stuff in this module.
There's a lot, and it's very sandboxy. So,
yep.
If you wanted to be technical, we could go and fight Strahd right now if we wanted to speedrun it.
But we could.
Well, it's possible it would just be hard mode. But basically, once you get the main quest, we have things that we can collect that will make fighting him easier. And we can get none, one, or all of them, depending on how much we want to give ourselves an advantage with dealing with him. That's the spoiler-free explanation. So it can be as long or as short as we feel comfortable. in approaching the final boss.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan. Cool.
Let's
I've never
get.
done a module before, so.
Oh, these are. Wizards of the Coast does a good job with these.
Oh yeah.
It's good stuff.
I was hoping that they were going to announce a new one last week, but it turns out that they just got Matt Mercer in their pocket instead, which I'm excited for. I'm excited for that book too. But I was like, Avernus just came out. We're nowhere near finished. We can't start a new one. But yeah, let's get outros done so that I can get to bed at a reasonable hour for once this week.
That's fair.
I doubt that'll happen.
Hi, I'm SpoiledChestnut, also known as Krista. I do art stuff. I'm open for commission. You can find me at SpoiledChestnut on Twitter, Twitch, Discord, and Patreon. Make sure to check out tomorrow, Monday, for my Patreon request stream. Cough, cough.
Woo.
I need to get my request in.
Yeah, literally nobody has.
Hey,
I didn't get the.
I have.
I didn't get the second notification, so I kind of forgot. I had the first one, and you were like, "I'm gonna send another one," and I don't know.
I will send another one. I had a game to do today.
No, it's fine. I'm just saying I forgot because I got that first one, and then you were like, "I'll send another one so that you can get it out," and it never came. But I do have
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I have an idea of what I want, but I guess now I'm not going to go to sleep because I'm going to go find those references. It's fine.
Such is life. Such is life.
Yep.
Yeah. I do request streams on Patreon, so check it out. It is cool. And I run a vampire game also on Sundays, but much earlier in the day at 2 p.m. Eastern. We were just down 2 players earlier, so we kind of didn't get to do our game this week. Sad face. Other than that, check me out because I stream almost every day except Friday and Saturday, unless something happens and a friend pulls me into their stream. That's about it.
Woo.
My turn. Sorry, I'm getting 7 million messages. Suddenly, right when the game ended, everyone was like, "Hey, Casey, what's up?" But, hey, it's Kay. That's my catchphrase, you know. I'm gonna let it stick.
Yeah,
I'm gonna keep doing
it. Do it.
And yeah, I'm a cosplayer, and I'm hopefully gonna start getting more into RPGs and get into that community because I really like it and it makes me very happy. And yeah, Little Sappy, it's totally changed my life, so that's fun, giving me new purpose and all that. So yeah, I'm hopefully gonna start doing more of those. I'm planning on running a Monster of the Week podcast eventually. And that's with some people from my school, and we'll be using our school's podcast room. So it's gonna have good quality and shit. So that'll be fun.
Well, we don't have good quality.
No, we do. I was just saying for me, I would not expect good quality out of my stuff, but I have the resources, so why not? It's been fun being able to see everyone. It totally adds a new aspect of it. Luckily though, sadly I'm not able to see everyone this session because I have to be on the page, but I got my second monitor that my mom got me because she ordered a new one from her work, so got me as in it's free because it's from her work. And so I'll be able to have you guys on one screen and the stream, and I'll actually be able to read the comments and then have our stuff on the other screen. So that'll be
second
fun.
monitor is.
I just alt-tab a lot.
Yeah, I'm just not. I'm too ADHD to do that. What else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so I am on most of my social medias. I am Casey.cause. Casey is spelled Kaesea, K and then C like the ocean. And for cosplay, so it's .cause. And yeah, I just. Oh yeah, since we're doing D&D, I just finished, sort of, I'm still working on my taco cosplay from the Adventure Zone, and I'm like you guys don't understand. Like this cosplay brings a whole like side of me out. Like I am so confident and it just makes me so happy. So you guys should totally go to my I'm gonna sound so dweeby, or like not dweeby, I'm gonna sound like a child for saying this, but I have a TikTok where I'm posting all of my Taco cosplay stuff. Because it was literally made for Taco. Just freaking TikTok has all the audios for him. So I'm like,
link
that's
that
awesome.
because Adventure Zone is important to my life, so I want to see.
Same.
How are you doing the blue skin?
Oh my god, I don't know why people do that because he's a high elf and they never say that he had blue skin, but it's fine. No, it's fine.
Yeah.
Well, this is the official book.
Well, no, so the Adventure Zone just announced. So small, tiny little sidestep for a second. I'm very iffy about the Adventure Zone all like official stuff because they said in their podcast that like they don't like having official stuff because they like having their own interpretations. But
that's fair.
Yeah, so I don't do blue skin. I actually do like inspired makeup, which is really fun. I love doing that makeup. And I don't know, I'm just really confident in it and I love it, and I'm just like, I love him. I literally changed my TikTok name to Tik.Taco. I'm so obsessed.
T-double-A-K.
T-double-A-K-O. Yep. So yeah, I literally have him planned in like every lineup for my next few cons. Like this guy is like, guys, you don't understand it. He's literally changed my life. But yeah, so that's about it. I will not go ranting for any longer, though I do have to plug in my child. I haven't posted anything recently because my camera died when I was at my convention, and I wasn't able to recharge it because school started last week. But I have a ferret. His name's Roger. You should go follow him on Instagram. It is at Roger That Ferret. Roger is spelled R-O-G-E-R. He is my son. And he's very cute. So you guys should go do that, and then I'll post more stuff. He has like 100 followers right now. So
Wow.
I haven't been able to, I haven't had the motivation to post a lot. But it's okay. I will, because I love him. The end. I am done now. Sorry for ranting.
No, you're fine.
Next.
Hi everyone, I'm Shae. Also at Jim Shae on Twitter. It's supposed to be Shae Jim, but it's not, so it's Jim Shae. Anyway, I do artwork, and I'm actually getting into maps too. And Kay, I'm going to need more information on the one you want. So
yeah, I haven't thought much about it yet.
Yep,
we have.
that's all right.
Okay,
there's time.
We'll get to that later.
But yeah, I've done character art. I've done some of the stuff for the stream for PartyWipeGames. I'm also in a lot of the games for PartyWipeGames. Gosh, I think that's about it. Mine's short and sweet.
Hi everyone, I'm Art Survivor. I was the Dungeon Master tonight, and you can find me on Twitter at @TheSageKirby. And I'm in Monday, Tuesday, and now Sunday, where I DM 2 of those games. And that's about all I'm doing. So, on to you, Ren. That's pretty much all I got.
Oh no, I already did mine to start. So, hey, that's everybody. It doesn't look like there's anybody we can raid right now. So we're just going to sign out, and we will see you guys tomorrow. Again, thanks for watching. You're all very appreciated, fabulous, and we love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.